AC blasting in the car, but I got it blasting. 97 out here right now. But yeah, man. Couple fun topics to talk about today. Of course, since I didn't have a Labor Day, I mean, not a Labor Day, damn, Memorial Day. Uh, I didn't get a chance to really recap the Heat and Celtics game, so if people ain't get their balls off as far as all they wanted to say, they had an extra day to kind of discuss what went down. We'll talk about that. Uh, and then do a little preview of the finals. Got a fun Steph Curry discussion I wanna have. And that's how we're gonna do it, man. So we'll give people another minute or so. So many spaces going at one time, man. You never know who will pop in or how many will pop in. Steph, where you at, man? I just saw you unmuted.
Yo, what's up? Yo, Steph,
What up, man?
how'd your tournament go, Steph?
It wasn't good.
What's good? You don't sound too confident, brother.
That sounds like when I asked my kids how school go today.
Yeah, good. The hell? We can't hear you, Steph, if you're trying to talk. Why are you talking like you in the room with your grandmama and you don't want her to hear your
I
conversation?
said I got.
Oh, good, man. Good job.
I'm not trying to give you no ammo today. You know how you do on the Twitter Spaces. You act brand new on the Twitter Spaces, so.
Act brand new. You know you old. Don't nobody say that no more.
Well, I don't follow what the other people do. I do my own thing. How about that?
Ooh, you up like the temperature today, ain't you?
Ooh, look at him.
Hey, I think your stepson is in Facebook jail.
Again?
I couldn't tag him the other day.
He stay in Facebook jail, man.
How did y'all be getting in Facebook jail? I've never been in Facebook jail, yo. Like
You ain't doing something right then.
When you go into like every interaction trying to piss people off, that's how he end up there.
That's a fact.
Ma, you been in Facebook jail? How the hell you got in Facebook jail before?
I went in for a day. And now I went in for a couple hours actually, and I got out quick. I challenged it, and they let me out.
I got a warning off of one of your lives because I said something about we kill certain players for something, and like within 10 seconds, the joint popped up. You have been warned. I'm like, damn.
Yo, yeah, the federales, they be on it lately, bruh. But yeah, they tried to put me in Facebook jail, and I just disputed it thinking I was going to be there for a week. And lo and behold, it lifted just like that. I was like, what are you talking about? Like, that's not a threat.
Man, I don't know how many times I threw Kazar, and I never got in Facebook jail for that stuff.
Did you type it or did you just say it?
I did it both.
I don't know if you ever really type anything crazy. You usually say crazy stuff.
Oh, well, you might be right.
What is Bad Guy? Bad Guy he had a Twitter space earlier today on mental safe space. It was pretty dope.
They baking up there in Philly right now, man. They baking up there.
What you mean? It's hot?
Yeah, they closed school like 2 hours early because it was so hot up there.
Damn, what y'all ain't got central air at y'all schools?
Man, we live in the hood. Everything in Philly is basically the hood, and you ain't got no AC in the hood. We still got freaking Steelers fans and fans that you put in. Remember the old fans you just put in the window and let it blow it, the hot air in the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't got no AC
You got
and
those in the
anything.
school?
No.
Oh, I thought you were talking about you had them in the schools because you were saying they shut the schools down.
Yeah, there's no AC in no schools in Philly. Barely. You got to go to like one of them gifted schools.
Man, tear the whole damn building down there if y'all ain't got no AC. Y'all endangering kids up there in Philadelphia.
You ain't never lied about that one.
Stefan, man, they say y'all got flower beds in the front of y'all schools. You lying.
You tripping. That's the premier school. You know how they got like charter schools and like prep schools and whatnot, but the public school, if you don't go to a honor school, public school per se, you don't have AC in there.
Didn't you go to one of those schools?
No.
Oh, they say you was a good kid, man. They say you was a good kid. What's wrong with being a good kid? Why?
I wasn't a good kid. I was a troublemaker. I wasn't a good kid.
Cut it out. You was a good kid. Ain't nothing wrong with being a good kid. We were good kids.
I was not. It's not the truth though. I'm not gonna admit to say I was a good kid. I got in trouble.
You was a thug, yo.
No, I wasn't no thug. I just got in a lot of trouble.
Why you get in trouble? What was wrong? Sit on the couch. What made you such a bad kid?
He said sit on the couch.
Before we get into our episode, because this is.
No, I just can't wait to get this speaking playoffs to get over this. The championship about to get underway.
Brother, you can't be angry that Miami beat your team when you was just so giddy y'all was gonna get to the finals. Like,
and I heard that shot you took at my Sixers earlier too. You're lucky I clipped on. I couldn't stay on.
Wait a minute, ain't no shots.
Yeah, you took a shot though.
To the young black youth. You know what I'm saying? We about to go into June.
I don't know how many times I'm gonna tell you to wash your mouth, but
hey, what 50 says hot out this bitch. It's a good enough reason. Hey, I ain't taking no shot. It's hot out here.
Man, that shot was real hot.
So what was it? What was said that was considered a shot, if you can remember?
You said how Miami dust off the overachievers Sixers or something you said like that.
Oh yeah, that was an absolute factor. The factoid of the morning right there. Overachieving ass 76ers.
You could have just left the Sixers out of your mouth, period.
Like, oh Lord. Woo, day, top flight. Damn, you jumped in front of them old ladies. Nah, and all that shit. That's what you feel like right now? Dang.
Hey, Stefan, you good, man? You need to turn that fan up a little bit.
For real. I mean, you in Richmond right now, right? You not in Philly, correct?
No, I live in Manassas.
Oh, it's even better.
Manassas? That's
even better. Come on, man.
Yeah, man. Come on, man. You living good. You ain't eating oodles and noodles. You eating ramen now.
I just had oodles and noodles, as a matter of fact.
Man, stop trying to... Man, you a good kid. Chill out, man. Hey.
I love oodles and noodles. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my God.
The shrimp flavor is the best.
You eat shrimp? Yeah, you weird.
Yeah.
Shrimp oodles and noodles?
What?
Man, they always fully stocked on shrimp oodles and noodles. You ain't
never
about that selling out.
I don't know what you're talking about. They sell out all the time.
What? How?
Especially the big packs.
The who?
The bigger 12 packs.
Why you repeat it? Oh my God! Why you repeat it, dog?
Because you act like you're slow and you're not slow.
Dang!
Hey, yo, what we talking about in here, man?
Yo, he's trying to disrespect our Sixers, bad guy.
Bad guy, not a
What you just call me?
Shaggy, yo.
What you just call me?
Well, Scooby-Doo, Shaggy, whatever his name is.
Whoa, damn.
Wow.
Hey, yo, you better be respectful when you talking to me, bro.
It's okay, Shaggy. He don't have AC, bro. Don't hold it against him. He ain't got AC right now.
He mad.
He got the box fan.
He mad because he was a good kid. Like that's a bad thing. We were good kids growing up. Yeah.
What's wrong with being a good kid, man? I was a good kid who just did dumb shit.
You know, see?
You must be you must have been a stupid kid who did dumb shit.
Damn. Oh, he taking shit. Hey, yo, Stephon. Hey, man, go check your temperature, man. Let me make sure you're okay, man. Hey, you make me
Hey,
want to say,
hey,
hey, are you okay?
Hawk, when the Towns League start?
This Sunday?
Oh, you gonna be out there?
Absolutely. On the mic. I ain't playing. Not a
Man.
nail possession.
You haven't played in like a couple years, right?
Now, I played last year 2 games because dudes was about to forfeit.
Oh shit!
I told him not on duty this year, no sir. And I ref that. So I ref 2 games that day. I played the game, and then I emceed the other games that I didn't have to do the other 2 previous jobs.
That's why you a legend.
You talking about?
That's why you a legend, yo. Why you a legend.
You talking about
Who's that?
somebody
That's
What?
why they pay you the
retired?
big bucks.
I'm the only ref that don't take no mess. I would tech you. What you gonna do? Oh yeah,
That's why I'm glad you ain't ref my game.
What?
Nah, y'all
Yeah, you'd have thrown me out.
y'all know
They
not
be
to talk to me.
they be coming at you like that.
What? Especially Alexander himself. That's an inside joke. If you ain't out there, you ain't gonna get that joke. So that's why I said that name.
He's no Alexander.
He's no Alexander. Hey, but yeah, since we got some folks in here, let me go ahead and reset the room. Get the show started, man. Welcome to the Ball Hawk Show podcast, man. It's 98 degrees here in Charlottesville. It's hot as huey, yeah. It's hot. But speaking of hot, we got a finals where it's gonna be real light skinned out there, and they hot. Talking about the Celtics and the Warriors. One duo got a dark skinned dude like Bobby Brown. I've been watching his biopic on A&E. Make sure y'all check that out. Bobby Brown was that guy. You know, you got Tatum and Brown. See what I did there? Versus Clay and Steph. Woo! With Draymond, the little pistol starter, versus Marcus Smart, the other pistol starter. But before we do that, we got to recap the shot by Jimmy Butler and the game lost by the Miami Heat in front of their fans. You played that. You won all them damn games just to get what you wanted and lose. So we're going to talk about that. So salute to the sponsors, Aber Insurance, salute to Alcova Mortgage, Highlands, and also manscaped.com. If you are listening to this as a podcast episode, you just heard their commercials before we even started. If not, Alcova Mortgage, Highlands.com, aberinsurance.net, and manscaped.com. If you want 20% off of Manscaped, use the promo code BALLHAWK. So we're going to jump right into it. The room is still filling up. And see what y'all got to say about said game that took place. When did they play? Saturday or Sunday?
It was on
Was
Sunday.
Sunday.
It
Yeah.
was Sunday. Okay. So thoughts, man. Y'all go ahead. What's your thoughts from the game?
Look, I'm on.
Okay. Go ahead,
I'm eating
Stan.
pineapples over here, and I've been a lifelong Celtics fan.
All
We
right.
got Jason Tatum, the superstar, out there, not losing. We got Jaylen Brown, can't dribble the ball, but we still not losing. We got Marcus Smart, the best flopper on the league. And then we got the other guys, and we're winning this finals in 4.
Kyle Lowry, the best
All right?
flop in the league.
We're winning this finals in 4, all right? Steph
You
Curry, Clay,
smoking?
Otto Porter, they don't got nothing on us, all right? Yeah, Otto Porter's their third best player.
For
That's
everybody
disgusting.
that doesn't
Yo,
know,
wasn't you just rooting against Boston?
he's not actually a Celtics fan.
As a
He's
Celt-
trolling.
as
If
a
he says
lifelong
pineapples,
Celtics
he's
fan, Ahmad,
trolling.
as a lifelong Celtics fan, Ahmad, this disrespect is disgusting. The disrespect. Everybody said Golden State in 4. It's not happening. It's Celtics in 4. We're winning this. We're taking it all.
He's trying reverse psychology, guys. Reverse.
No, I actually want the Celtics to win, but I'm not a Celtics fan.
Yeah, you ain't.
Yo, it's hot as shit in Baltimore. It's hot as shit in Baltimore.
Ain't it always hot in Baltimore?
Hey, Jacob, with that being said, as a true Boston fan, what was your thoughts on the series in Game 7?
I mean,
Fucking way.
I think it kind of ended how, I think we all kind of thought it would end. Even though it's been blowout after blowout in this series between Miami and Boston, we knew it was going to be, even though honestly we probably should have won by 15 again, but Marcus Smart want to play hero ball at the end and almost.
Boston won't even sniff a W. Not even close.
All right, whatever. But when it comes to playing in away in Game 7,
Y'all really think this will go farther than 4 games?
Who is that saying that? Who is that? Who is that saying that?
Let
I got a record.
Let him finish his analysis.
Dude, I don't know who it is.
Hold on, let Jacob finish.
Jacob's in the blender.
Yeah, he is in the blender.
Can y'all hear me now?
Yeah, you good now. Finish what you're saying, brother.
But what I was saying is, we took care of business, and now in this series, you got a little bit of rest, more rest in between each game. Hopefully, this rest we have in between now and the start of Game 1 on Thursday, we can get a little more healthy and make this thing a real entertaining finals. I got Celtics in
Celtics in 7. Okay. Carlos, your hand was up. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, I was that dude who was talking about like in 4. I feel like there's been a lot of going around, which I feel like is ridiculous. Like even people who are saying Warriors in 5, I find.
Can anybody hear him?
Can you hear me?
Hear Carlos.
I can hear you, Los.
Okay. Like even people who are saying Warriors in 5, like I find that odd because that's basically saying like you're equating that Boston team to being as good as Denver because Denver went 5, or as good as the Mavs because they went 5. I don't see any way that this series goes less than 6. And I think if you really watch the games, you would see that there's potential like for it to go well. I'll throw this little nugget out that I heard over his career against Marcus Smart, because a lot of people are like Curry's gonna cook Marcus Smart. Over his career against Marcus Smart, Curry shoots 29% from the field when Marcus Smart is his primary defender. So
Most overrated thing ever.
I think people need to give Boston a little more respect. Like, yeah, I get the Heat took them 7, but I just feel there's a lot of Boston disrespect coming into this.
All right. Let me see. Zara, your hand was right before Prince, so go ahead.
What up? What up? I got the Celtics in 5, man. I just think the Celtics going to choke them out. And what I mean by choking them out is, like dude just said, Curry's shooting percentage. Smart really gets into his shit. The hustle plays, all that stuff that Golden State's not going to do, Boston is going to do. And I don't see Golden State even challenging Boston like that, especially from the inside. Especially from the inside, bro. So that's all I got to say. I'm going to say the ignorance for a little bit later.
Wait, so you heard Carlos say it's disrespect to say that Golden State will beat Boston in 5, and you turn around and say Boston will beat Golden State in 5.
They're going to choke them out. They're going to choke them out in 5, dog. I don't see how it's bro, all them damn balls, the paws, they be flinging up. Boston all in that shit, man.
Okay.
This going to be a bad shooting percentage from the goddamn Golden State Warriors. I guarantee that shit. You think Golden State going to be able to walk the ball up the floor with them bullshit plays? Boston going to choke that shit out.
Choke it out.
Yeah,
all
choke it out. Pause.
All right. We got Prince. Go ahead, brother. You got a tough act to follow with that.
First of all, I just want to say pause on all that. Just now, that's definitely pause. Second of all, how are y'all doing? I just wanted to come and say, Steve, stop saying you a Celtics fan, you fucking Cavs fan.
Prince. I'm walking with y'all. Prince, I'm a C for the next 2 weeks, man.
All right. Anyways, next of all, it was a good series against Miami. I said 6, but we took it to 7. We wanted to make it interesting for the viewers. I try to tell y'all when Jimmy shot that shot, I actually got happy as fuck, believe it or not, because I knew that shit wasn't going in. Finally, Celtics in 6. I love the Warriors. I respect the Warriors, but come on, man. I love our matchups against them. They put Poole and Curry on the floor, it's gonna be dog food. That's all I got to say.
Salute, Prince. Myron, your hand was up. Then we go to Stephon.
Czar always brings out the best and the worst in a room. Throwing out those canned terms, they're gonna choke them out. Like Golden State doesn't play hustle basketball. They don't move well without the ball. They're not just standing still waiting for one person to score. It's not going to be as easy as you think it, man. At best, it goes 6 games in either direction. I don't see it going to 7. I think it's going to go 6 games.
Homer Simpson, I
know.
said 5.
Hey,
Games
be respectful. Be respectful, please. Everybody been respectful.
Anyway, the ignorance has already showed itself. He said he was going to save it, so that means he got more in the tank, which is sad for the rest of us. But really, the main issue I have right now is Ahmed's light-skinned slander. This is going to be a great series full of light-skinned players getting it done, showing you how to make it work. Pause. And I'm out.
I did slander y'all. My bad. My bad. Respectfully. Loaded, what's good with you, man? How you been?
What's good, bro? How are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, man. Just hot as hell out here. Other than that, I'm good.
I hear you, man. You got to get you a cold drink.
You ain't lying.
Cold beer or something, you know what I'm talking about?
I got a vitamin water right here. About to go to track practice, Can't
Okay,
drink no
nothing
beer
wrong
before
with
no
that.
track practice.
Right. No, I just wanted to say, man, I heard dude say something about Boston and five. Come on, man. Stop that. This Golden State. Come on. We know what they bring to the table. The defenders they got, the versatility they got, the shooting they got. Come on, bro. Don't do that. In 5? Don't do that. And as far as it goes, put some respect on Steph Curry's name. I don't care, Marcus Smart, he going to go out there and chuck up 20 shots. And he probably going to make about 5 of them. I guarantee you, one game he going to have a terrible shooting game, but everybody give him praise for playing hard on defense and everything. And I like Marcus Smart. He a dog. Give him his respect too. But I ain't hearing none of that. Bad shoot. Come on, it's Golden State, bro. They go put the ball in the basket. That's what they do. That's all I wanted to say.
Man, I appreciate that, Loaded. Thanks, man, for chiming in. Men on the mission, you've been waiting patiently. What's up with you?
What up, everybody? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Oh, I got Golden State in 6 because I think Boston fans are delusional that they think they're just going to shut down a championship DNA team. I mean, a team that's already been there. It's their first time dealing with that, whatever pressure comes with being in the final. They don't know what they're to expect. Golden State does. And Boston really haven't faced the offensive juggernaut this whole playoff. So that's my take on it. It is what it is.
He does bring up interesting point. The offense of Golden State is something that Boston hasn't seen, and I know on the flip side, folks going to say that Golden State hasn't seen a defense like Boston. Stephon, you up, Carlos, and then Czar. Stephon.
Yeah, my bad. My phone was
Can't
ringing.
hear you.
You hear me?
All right, go ahead.
My phone was ringing. My bad.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all tripping. How y'all sleeping on Golden State like that? Like they just some Cinderella team like that. Man, Golden State's going to win in 5. Celtics might get one at home, but Golden State's going to a gentleman's sweep on them. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all forgetting how much firepower that Golden State, I forgot his name, just said, but yeah, Golden State in 5. Easy.
Easy, huh? Carlos, what's up, man? I'm gonna get Jacob back up here because I know he's steaming right now.
So, I just a couple of things. I think both of these teams are top 3 defensively, And I don't think you get to that rating and then all of a sudden, like, some team can just demolish you in the playoffs. If you look over the years, Boston has always played Golden State well. I think we're kind of a lot of people are taking into account like, oh, well, they struggled against Miami. Miami let them take them 7, whatever. But there's elements and matchups and things like that. I think the thing that possibly hurts Boston the most is I think they'll be able to keep the game close. But the biggest problem with them is they rank 29th in the league in late game offense. So if it's a tight game and you saw it against Miami with the shot selection and being able to close out, I think, what I'm saying, if you put up shots like that against Golden State, you set yourself up, for a loss. But I just feel like, we're really like what Memphis took them 6 games, right? And I just find it hard to believe that Memphis can take them 6 games, even when Ja went out, and then we think that Boston at most can get 5. So I just feel like there's a lot of, kind of prisoners to the moment. But I will say Golden State has the advantage of the experience of playing on this big stage before, and that does account for something. That's why I have Golden State winning, but I don't think it's going to be as easy as a lot of people assume.
Okay. Zara, go ahead, bro.
I'm looking at statistics, man. The total deflections per game, Boston's top 6. The loose ball category. It's just overall, I just think Boston just is going to take it, man. And like, did you see the play when? And I'm not trying to go off on a tangent or anything like that. When Steph Curry got hurt, and this is the tale of the 2 teams. When Steph Curry got hurt, who was it against? It was against the Boston Celtics. Unfortunate play. Curry was trying to dribble and, pick the ball up. Marcus Smart dove for the ball. Those are the hustle plays people don't see. That's why Boston is on top of most of these categories. And I think that's what's going to lead them that's what's going to lead them to the championship, man. You got the hustle category, the deflections, all that. Boston's like top 5. That's
So
my
you don't
stick.
see so Draymond does the same thing.
But Boston got 100 Draymonds. There's only
Okay,
one
name 'em.
Draymond. There's
Name
only
'em.
one
Name 'em.
Draymond for
No,
Golden
sir,
State.
name them. Let's name them.
Man, we got Williams, we got everybody. What are you talking about?
Ooh,
They eliminate Draymond. First of all, Draymond is not going to be able to handle Williams, bro.
Keep going.
What are you talking
Williams?
about?
Which Williams?
Oh my God.
Which Williams?
Oh my God. Bruh, can we not do this today? Everybody knows
Which
what
Williams
we're talking about. Both
No, we
of
don't.
them, man.
Williams.
Both of them,
Come on,
bro.
All right, so check this out.
What's up?
I think here's where you realize that when you say both, you should have just said the fair.
I can say the Williams brothers. Okay.
Time. What's his nickname, Jacob? Time Stopper. What's the boy nickname? The big one.
Time Lord.
Time Lord.
Time Lord.
Okay. Whatever.
Time on the bench.
Just because I don't know nobody's nickname. Come on, fam.
Let's just hear from a real Boston fan. Jacob, what you got?
But here's my thing.
First of all, wait a minute,
Homer. I'm get to Jacob a real because here's the hold on, Zara. If you're a true fan, bro, you gotta at least know people.
Robert, and Grant.
One at a time, brother.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So check this out, bro. You say you're a fan, but you don't know nobody's names. You don't even know their nicknames.
The nicknames are played out in today's game, bro.
All right, you don't even.
They're played out. They're played out. The nicknames. If we're going to do this, so we're not going to do that. Since you did mention that, the nicknames are not really sticking like they did back in the day.
If nicknames are played out, then take the czar off and put your real name up there.
Facts.
Hey,
because that's played out.
Hey, Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson.
You're not St. Patrick, my man.
Facts, bro. Come on.
Just go on what you said.
I just gave my stick on these categories.
You did. My bad.
Loose ball,
but
the loose balls, all that stuff, man.
All right. So
you said you said you want to be the
hold on,
throw the statistics out there. So I threw the statistic out there. Now you're trying to fry me for it.
Hold on. I'm not. All I did was push back on you saying Marcus Smart diving for that ball shows you that they're gonna out hustle Golden State. And
they're gonna be diving for the ball.
Bro, I wasn't finished. And I said my response was, well, Golden State has a Marcus Smart by the name of Draymond Green who does the same thing. And you said we got 100 of them. And
We
my
do got
response,
100 of them.
all right.
That's
Well,
cat.
name
God
100
damn,
of
boy.
them.
We got
I'm going to
100.
take it literal now. Name
Yeah, we got
more
100
than
of them,
5.
man.
Name more than 5 you got.
Yeah, leave, man. Why you do this?
Why you stuttering, bro?
Why?
You
Ain't
don't have a
nobody
speech
stuttering.
impediment.
You get
You
caught in
don't
a
have
lot
a
of
speech
lies, bro.
impediment.
He don't know their names.
Bruh, we got Jason Tatum, Brown.
He
Who
don't
else we got?
hustle.
Hold on. Yes, they do. We on a damn lie.
Jason Tatum is
We
not
got
coming.
Grant Williams. What?
The
Grant
last
Williams.
time,
Wait a minute.
respectfully, and this is not a shot at Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown. They not diving on the floor for no loose balls. The last time Jason Tatum dropped to the ground to get a basketball, he got a stinger in the shoulder. So that's one dude who ain't gonna run the risk of doing that. He gonna do it Cam Newton. You dive on the floor. Marcus Smart would dive on the floor. Bell Biv DeVoe looking Williams, a dive on the floor. Okay? I give you those two. You say you had 1 million, 100. That's a lie. Okay? You got Draymond for Golden State, GP3, his elbow jacked up, but he would be one another dude that'll dive on the floor. Wiggins would dive on the floor. It's pretty much the same amount of guys who gonna dive for the floor as you say. You feel me? That's all I was saying, brother.
Nah, it's a difference, man. It's just a difference. That's all.
This what I'm
And
saying.
Trent Williams, Trent will dive on the floor too.
Who is Trent Williams?
Trent Williams, a football
I
player.
think Czar just watches ESPN every morning. I'm gonna be honest. He doesn't watch the
Trent
games.
Williams. My
There's
bad.
Trent
no
Williams, the
fucking
left
way.
tackle.
Okay, my
There's
bad.
no fucking way you
Man,
watch the
calm
games
down, man.
and call
Calm your
anybody
ass.
Trent.
Calm down. My
Hey,
brother
man,
man
you
got
put
his
Stephen
words
A.
mixed
Smith
up,
right
man.
now.
Grant
You
Nah,
Williams.
bro.
It took you
Y'all
10
jumping
minutes to
over
give us Trent
Trent
Williams.
This is a
It took
witch
you
hunt.
10 minutes to give us Trent Williams.
This is a witch hunt. I can tell y'all spend your
Oh,
time
witch
watching
hunt?
Stranger Things. Because y'all jumping on the first goddamn thing I
Yeah,
say
you in the
wrong. Y'all
upstairs.
You
You
don't
can't
know
Stranger
even.
what you be
Things look
Your
talking
hey,
whole
about.
Watch
Stranger
argument is
Stranger
Things
Things
upside
too. That's
down.
not about fucking
Y'all
witches.
Stranger Things watching
Stranger
motherfuckers.
Things
Hey,
isn't even about witches,
Hey,
Czar.
Joe,
He
I've been
said Trent
MIA
instead
on
of
Hawk
Grant.
Podcast
He
for
said
mad
Read
Trent
that
long.
instead of
joke
Grant.
And
already.
every time I
Oh
come
man.
back to Hawk
You a
Podcast,
bunch
you
of
want to hear talking
Stranger
some
Things
bullshit.
watching motherfuckers. That's what y'all are. Y'all looking
All
for
right,
the
Bro,
first
Czar, you say
goddamn
all right,
bro,
Czar,
mistake.
we get it,
bro,
bro.
I be in and out
How
of
do
these
we continue to
podcasts.
let
I don't
Czar
be on
talk
here as
sports?
much, but
I'm just
All right,
Czar
let's
saying,
don't know
go,
what
son.
the
Blaze.
fuck he be
Everybody
talking
mute
about
up,
every
let
time I
Blaze
come
talk.
on here.
Go ahead,
Golly.
Blaze. All right, look, let's reset the room. We had some fun. Blaze got something you want to say? Let's let Blaze address Czar and other illmatic things that he said that's not illmatic. Is like stay away matic. But let Blaze go. Go ahead, Blaze. My guy. Unmute, Blaze. I have muted you, so you gotta hit the mic.
I have that
Hello?
effect on people.
Shut up.
Yeah, you
Why
still
you
have me
playing
muted.
Gucci? Nah, yeah, there you go. You
On
good.
here as active as I used to be, but why every time I come on here, Czar talking some bullshit? Never fails. But
I'm talking.
anyway, them niggas don't have no 100 Draymonds. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about with that. But it's going to be a good series. But, you know, I personally think Golden State going to edge them because I think Boston going to wear out. They've been through 2 war-ass series, you feel me, whereas Golden State has been a little bit more fresher. And I think that's going to help them. And like somebody already said, Boston isn't the best in late-game situations. So when these games are close, I don't have faith in them that their offense is going to come through when it needs to.
Appreciate that, bro. Coach, you got your hand up. Go ahead, Rick.
I agree with him too. Like I'm sitting back just listening to everybody that's talking down like Golden State haven't been here before, but I feel like Golden State could win in 5 or 6 because Memphis is not like the best defensive team, but they put a whole lot of pressure on them early in the series and gave them fits. So they already been through that tough part of that. So I feel like that's going to help them out in the Boston series as well.
Like even, you know, people not taking into account. Yeah, they play good defense, but these were the last 2 teams are ISO. Well, really, all 3 of them are ISO heavy team. You know, it's easier to guard that. What you gonna do when you got to chase Steph, Clay, and Jordan Poole all over all damn night?
Miami is not ISO heavy.
Miami
They played
don't
it.
even got nobody that can shoot the
They
ball.
played it. Jimmy Butler was ISOing like a motherfucker. Let's be real here.
Golden State is
How
better.
Miami don't got nobody to shoot the ball? They was the best 3-point shooting team in the East.
So who was making buckets when they was getting beat by 30?
So Jimmy Butler wasn't going ISO?
How you gonna tell me a team that run the motion offense is ISO heavy, bro?
So Jimmy Butler wasn't going ISO?
You
Answer the
named one
question.
player. You said the whole team.
Jimmy Butler was the main reason they
You
was doing
named
what they
one
was
player.
doing.
They
You must be
literally
a
run the
Miami
most dribble
fan.
handoffs in the
You
NBA.
must
How
be
they
a
ISO
Miami
heavy?
fan, huh? You hurt, huh?
What?
You must be a Miami fan, huh?
Get this nigga out my face.
Or what?
You barking up the wrong tree.
Man, go ahead. Don't we talking sports. Say this tough guy gimmick.
This nigga just told me the team that runs the most dribble handoffs in the NBA is ISO.
I'm telling you the team that I just watched
You
go
ain't watched
ISO with
basketball
Jimmy
all
most
year
of
until
the
the
damn
playoffs
time.
started. I'm convinced.
Fucking weird, man.
You ain't watched basketball until the playoffs started. You one of them
No,
old
I
niggas
watch
that do that.
basketball all the
Man,
time. You don't know me, homie.
shout out to my Phoenix Suns fans still. We still here.
Hold on. I ain't meaning respect from you, Jehovah, because I know you about to set this on fire. Before Jehovah go, respectfully, my guy, I missed you, man. Now I'm glad you back. I need anybody that's listening right now, share the space, hashtag the Ball Hawk Show for your boy, and at me, man. Let's run them numbers up. All right, go ahead, Jehovah.
But just to answer the question, the Steph Curry and his legacy. I mean, a lot of people were talking about his Finals MVP, or he needs a Finals MVP. He don't need that, and I think Draymond said that too earlier. He don't need a Finals MVP to solidify anything, because I feel as though he's already one of the greats, and that's just a topic just to like debate, just something just to talk about. It's not anything real. But
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I don't think
to
so.
be in the top 10 all time, I don't know.
I don't think he needs it. Yeah,
To be
he
top
can play
10,
better.
though, he might
He should
need
play
it,
better
bro.
in the finals, but he's winning. And I thought winning
Yeah, he
matters.
winning,
You
but
have to win.
I mean,
I
yeah, you
don't
winning,
know,
but
bro. I think he needs at least one Finals MVP, bro.
you got one thing that others don't
Look,
have. Like
Andre Iguodala has
everybody
a
else
finals
got this and you
MVP,
don't,
but y'all
huh?
downplay that. But when it comes to Curry not having
I
one,
wouldn't
he needs
downplay
it.
anything.
Say it again.
I said Andre Iguodala has a finals MVP.
It's still something that help elevates his
Andre
legacy.
Iguodala is not being considered a top 10 player of all time.
I think
But
I
I'm
think a
talking about in
Finals
terms of how
MVP.
we speak or how people speak on that MVP. A lot of people say he
All
doesn't
right,
deserve that MVP. But so why does Curry?
here's the thing. Not to cut you off,
Mm-hmm.
because people do this when we compare rings too, right? When we at a certain tier, that's when that comes into play, right? Like
Okay.
when we
Yeah.
talk, like when we comparing guys on the same tier, we go rings, and then somebody be like, "Oh, Robert Orr, he ain't even on that tier. He ain't even in discussion." I know what you're saying about Andre Iguodala. People downplay it, but for a guy like Andre Iguodala, Finals MVP elevates his legacy. Whether
Yeah.
the armchair All-Americans want to admit it or not, that's on his resume. That
Yes, sir.
is important. Like
Can't take that
you
away
having
from him.
world,
But I
we
mean,
look
he
at
also
people.
Curry got back-to-back finals. MVPs. I mean,
He
Listen, man,
does.
Stephen Curry don't need no Finals MVP, man. He don't need
yeah,
that.
he's shown like what more do you need for him? I think a finals MVP is just something. It's just something else.
But here's the thing. We gotta tread lightly, because y'all saying he don't need something, but when we start comparing greats amongst each other, and he ain't got something all the other ones got, y'all gonna
Okay,
jump to that.
compare him right now.
What do you mean compare them? If we say Magic and Steph, y'all gonna point that Steph ain't got no Finals MVPs. That's a fact.
Damn, sure is.
That's debatable.
There is no comparison.
Okay,
It's
debate
magic.
it. Go ahead,
You only
debate it.
using that to your argument.
No, who else you want me to use?
I would go
We
Curry
talking about
just off.
the leading guy for a championship team. The times he's been there, because everybody say it's Steph's team, has never won the MVP.
I mean,
Where else can we say that?
all we got to do is just tell you they only won the MVP because they playing off of him.
Where else can we say that?
Thank you. That's a
Where
perfect
else
point.
can we say? No, ain't no thank you. Answer this. Where else can we say the
You
best
could have said
player?
it for the Bulls, but they gave all of them to Michael Jordan.
Like I said,
Oh, he just
Maggie,
talking.
you tried it. We talking about the lead. You notice I ain't even entertain that. The lead dog on the championship team. How many of them have been multiple times and was never named Finals MVP, but y'all say
Scottie
it's
Pippen
not
deserved
important.
one of them Finals MVPs.
Like
You
I
don't want to talk
said,
about it.
it ain't
That's
about
cat.
what they deserve. Can you name a lead guy, lead dog on a multiple championship team that
Was
never
Kawhi
won
Leonard
a
the lead
finals
dog on the
guy?
Spurs?
Huh?
Was Kawhi the lead dog on the Spurs?
No.
Nope.
No.
Exactly.
But the lead dogs still have Finals MVPs with that
Does
Talking
team.
Kawhi?
about right there.
Curry
Hold
has
on, no,
won
no,
how
no.
many
Hold.
rings?
He asked me name a time it happened. I just
Curry
named
has
the time.
He won't do
Curry
lead
has how many
dog.
rings?
He asked
How
me
many
name a
rings does Curry
time.
have? Curry let
How many what?
Iggy win a damn Finals MVP. Iggy.
No, here's
Curry
the
didn't
thing.
let
Here's all
anybody
I'm
win
trying
Bruh.
to
the
say, bro.
MVP. That was the
Respectfully,
voters.
respectfully. Here's
Yo,
what I'm
yo.
trying to say.
So Sting, did Kawhi
One
Leonard
mic. Hold
deserve
on.
his?
Respectfully, here's what I'm trying to say.
Why we can't just
Kawhi,
say Iggy deserved his Finals MVP?
He did.
Iggy did not deserve that Finals
bro,
Did
MVP.
bro,
Kawhi?
bro.
Hold up, Amal. Hold up. Did
Go
Kawhi
ahead.
Leonard deserve his thing?
Yes.
Do you know? You do know on Iggy Finals MVP, he got way better totals than Kawhi Leonard. Points, rebounds, assists.
You do
He got
know.
more.
Hey,
Yeah, but
Iggy
Shaggy,
got
you
more than
do.
Kawhi in
Hey,
that Finals run.
Shaggy,
Kawhi got it.
Shaggy. You do know
Go
Iggy
look it
didn't
up and you
win
tell me
because
if
of
I'm lying
his.
or not.
Hold on. You know Iggy won because he stopped LeBron, apparently, not because of offensive stats, and he almost had a triple-double dropped on his head every night.
You go look at the stats and tell me if I'm lying. Iggy
because
got better stats than Kawhi had. You
you
go tell me
can't
if I'm lying.
compare a stat line from finals to
Iguodala won that
finals.
MVP off the eye test.
Off the
That is why he
eye
won for
test?
his defense, not for his offense.
No,
And his
he did
defense
not, bro. Y'all can believe that, bro. Y'all
getting
can believe that.
triple-doubles
Y'all can
dropped
believe
on
He
his
that.
won off
head.
the eye test.
Off the eye test?
I agree with Jehovah.
Because, like you said, he stopped LeBron in pivotal
He did not
pivotal
stop no
situations in the
LeBron.
game.
They
He
they just
definitely
Stop
didn't
LeBron.
stop him.
hey
They did
Jehovah.
stop LeBron. LeBron shot a career low.
They did not
It's
stop no
similar to how
LeBron.
everybody
LeBron was
LeBron
shooting
uses.
shot
under
way more
40%.
shots.
He was
Look,
shooting under
the
40%.
Motherfucker had
the
Dellavedova as the
Iggy,
second
the
best player.
Iggy,
What are you
the
talking about?
Iggy Finals MVP is similar to what they did with Matthew Dellavedova, saying he was shutting down Curry. He won't shutting down Curry like that. Let's be real here.
And
He
then
was
game
not
3,
shutting down Curry
Curry
like
lit
that.
him up.
It's the same thing we did with Dellavedova. He didn't shut Curry down like that. Let's be honest.
Hey, so real quick, I just want to add in, like, because a lot of people comparing. Hey, that finals, Curry averaged 26 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds. Iggy averaged 16, 6 and 4 assists. So they were really rating Iggy on his defense. But to say like Curry wouldn't have been deserving is like, and it could have gone to Curry, to be
And
honest.
Iggy averaging
It
16
probably
as well.
okay. I will say this real quick as far as like
Would
legacy
y'all have
thing.
gave Iggy the MVP?
I
No,
would have.
I wouldn't have given Iggy the MVP.
That's all I want
it's
to
not
know.
good for the game.
And
That
so
MVP was not
Doesn't
good for
matter
the
Would have
who
game.
you
gave that
gave
shit
it
to
to. Steph
Braun.
didn't win that
here
MVP. We can't go back
I
into
will
it.
say this. I will say this real quick. I find it very hard to believe. Hard to see if the Warriors do win it. I find it hard to believe that anybody will play a bigger impact in them winning it than Curry. But in Curry's like defense, if he wins a title, he will be the 7th player ever to win 2 MVPs and 4 championships. Only the 7th player ever to do that. So while he might, while he might end up with only one Finals MVP, to me, that right there solidifies him as a top 10 player because he's done something that only 6 other people have done. And when you look at the 6 other people, it's Jordan, it's Magic Johnson, it's Kareem, it's Tim Duncan, and it's LeBron.
And when you name all those names, what's the
Elite.
one thing they have that he don't have?
It
That's what I'm
don't
saying. The
matter.
Finals MVP.
Finals
That's
It
why I
doesn't.
said
Finals MVP and Super Bowl
Nah.
MVP both
Hold on. Here we
overrated.
go.
They both
So,
overrated.
here's the thing. I really dislike how somebody just gonna dismiss and say it don't matter. It do matter because he the first one and they don't got it. So stop telling me it don't matter. Fuck is you talking about? It matters because once he get it, they ain't got nothing they can take away from him. That's why it matters. I mean, come on, man. Don't it matter that your bum ass point guard ain't never been to the damn finals and won? Don't that bother you? Yes. And he ain't no bum. I'm just saying, that's what they say about Chris Paul. He never won shit. Sosa was in here calling him a loser. It matters, bro. The optics matter. You just said Iguodala winning the Finals MVP was bad for basketball.
Come on.
It wasn't bad. It was perfect. Now y'all saying
It was
Magic's better than
perfect,
Curry because
Hey,
Curry
Jehovah.
got no finals
Ahmad,
Jehovah,
MVP.
I shouldn't
I
hear
just
a
want to
word for
say
you.
I
Didn't you
First
do
of
guys
think he
all,
needs to
lose
win
by
Finals
Luca? Didn't
MVP.
y'all lose by Luca?
my point guard is Steve Nash. Steve Nash is my point guard.
And he is
Oh
also
my
a bum. He's an
God. Here we
embarrassment to
go.
Stop it.
Canada.
So your
Stop
Steve
it.
current
Nash is
point
an
guard, what
embarrassment to
kills him
Canada.
right
We do
now?
not claim him.
Stop it. Steve
We do
Your
Nash
not
is
current
you
claim
point
guys'
Steve
guard,
Nash.
president.
Jehovah. Your current point
I
guard.
live in
What do
Toronto.
everybody
We
say
do
about
not
him?
claim Steve Nash.
Kyle Lowry. Zach, you was talking that Kyle Lowry bullshit. I don't hear you talking none of that now. Stop talking shit about Steve Nash, man.
I'm
Steve
just saying
Nash
we
is a
don't claim
top
him in
5 point
Canada.
guard
We
all
claim
time.
Kyle Lowry more than him
Stop
too.
talking
All
Steve
time.
Nash
Oh
bullshit
wow.
when you was
Nash
just.
is a top
He's not
five
even
point guard
Canadian. We
all
don't
time.
claim
It's
him.
Who the
disgusting. You're
fuck
Walk
talking
is
shit
Nash?
around
about Steve
anywhere in
Nash right
Toronto and
now.
ask if Steve Nash is
Fif-
Canadian. They're gonna tell you
a
no.
consistent 50, 40, 90, undersized, unathletic point guard won back-to-back MVPs and led the. He turned the Phoenix Suns organization around. And everybody wants to credit D'Antoni. Steve, look at. I bring this up every time.
But how
Look at
many
the
rings he have
MVP
though? How
votes.
many times have you
Look
won
at
He
the
them?
hasn't even been
MVP
to the
votes.
damn
We say
finals.
Nash
He's
didn't
a bigger
deserve his
loser than
two,
Chris
but he
Paul.
was he was number two the third year. I mean,
But he
the
was a
third
bigger
year,
loser than
and then
Chris
the
Paul.
fourth
Him and
year
Chris Paul are
he
both
was top
L's.
five the next 4 years. Come on now,
I'm just saying
and Steve Nash
Phoenix
didn't get a
knows
lot
how
of
to
help late in
raise
his career.
losers because that's the only thing they ever had.
Hey,
Bro.
Ahmad, I just wanted to point out.
Yo.
I was saying that he does need to win the Finals MVP. I wasn't saying he don't need to, but I was just showing where his career
No, no, no.
accomplishments kind of
I'm
stack up.
glad you shared that because when you name all them names, that's the first thing that pops up. He don't
Yeah,
got what
He
they
don't
got.
need to win one for me.
and that's why I'm
That's
saying he
fine.
But
needs one.
see, but see, look,
So
the,
if
the
you
point
tell me
Beating
all
is,
those
LeBron
guys
James
that
3
he
times in
named,
the finals is enough.
if
but
all
see,
those
look,
guys that he named that Curry will be on a list with, if all those guys sat down together and they're going over the same thing we're going over, you think they're going to say, "Oh, Curry needs a Finals MVP"?
Yes. Yep.
yes,
No, they
Yep.
yes,
don't.
Michael
Yep.
Jordan won't.
I sit around dudes who just as competitive
Yo,
as them
when
He
it,
needs
at
a
all
I mean,
Finals
times.
MVP.
let's be honest,
He
right?
won.
This
He
is hold on, hold
won.
on.
That's what matters, bro.
This is a
Yo,
They
Jehovah,
all can sit
Jehovah,
around
Jehovah,
and say
respectfully,
Curry
bro.
needed a Finals
Jehovah,
MVP,
hold on,
Ahmad. All
hold on.
Curry gonna
Let
say,
me
I'm
talk
the
to
first
Jehovah.
ever
Hold
unanimous
on.
MVP.
Let me talk to Jehovah right quick, cause he don't get it. If I'm a top dog of my squad and I'm winning rings, and you claim you're a top dog, I'm gonna say obviously you ain't too top because you ain't got that hardware on the big stage like me. So you can't talk to me, champ. You can't. That's facts. Sit your little participation on the big stage ass while everybody else win the big award, but you win a regular season one, but you can't win the big stage one. What? You can't sit at the table talking with me.
All Curry gotta say is he beat LeBron 3 times in the
He
finals.
can. He definitely can. And ain't never got the big stage trophy. That gotta eat you up. It got to, bro. That gotta pierce your heart. Oh, we muted. Hold on, let everybody go.
That's not eating
Well
nobody
said.
alive.
Perfectly stated, man. Perfectly stated, man. That's
I don't
exactly
agree with
how it's
that,
gonna be, man.
man.
hey, I
No,
think
no,
look,
that's not eating nobody
I don't
alive.
even know if
well,
Curry's the
look,
leader
listen,
of
A
his
listen.
team.
Finals MVP,
I
but you
say
beat
this.
LeBron.
Hold on. I'll say this.
He can.
When it comes to talking greats, it's splitting hairs for a lot of people, right? So
Exactly.
I get
Curry's
it.
accomplishments gets him in the conversation, but you can't
He's just at
say.
the door, Carlos. He just at the door.
So
So we're just
yeah, so
gonna
that's what I'm saying.
so we're gonna
He's at the
nitpick.
door. I'm
Hey,
saying if
hold on,
he
Jehovah. Hold on,
wins,
Jehovah.
I'm saying so his career
Oh, we
accomplishments
got
gets him
hands
in the
up too. My
conversation.
bad.
But when it
Hey,
comes to splitting hairs, then it becomes to all right. So you
that's a
got just
fact.
as many MVPs as this guy, but how many Finals MVP? How many? There's so it's about
That's all I
splitting
was
hairs
talking
to make
about.
the
Yeah, that
difference.
context.
I'm trying
Exactly,
to I'm
exactly.
trying to figure out how we got Mazak in here, and he don't want to talk shit about how Kyle Lowry sucked in the Eastern Conference Finals, but he's
Dean,
talking
he
shit
had
about
an
Steve
injured
Nash.
hamstring. He
That's
had an injured
Hey,
disgusting, man.
hamstring, bro. He had it.
hey, respectfully, let's reset the room. We got some hands up. I wasn't paying attention. Whoever hand up was first, go ahead. Well, look, I haven't heard anything for track, so let's go track. Mizak, Jacob, Myron, and then Steam. Steam, your hand up was first. My bad, bro. But I ain't see all the hands up.
He was saying some bullshit. It's good. Get Traco.
Yo, what's good, man? Hey, so I'm gonna start off by saying, right? So Golden State right now, they undefeated at home, right? Cool. We can say that they had somewhat of an easier road. They've been just beating the competition, so they got more rest, right? The Celtics, right? They went to how much game sevens? 2 back to back, I guess. They're very tired. So my outlook of this, the Celtics, they give up a lot of games at home. The Warriors undefeated at home. So for the Celtics to go and beat them at home, it's pretty hard. And then now the Celtics, they be giving up games at home. So I see this series going like maybe 5-6. It's not a sweep, but it'll be 5-6. My next point is that in the regular season, Dallas was what? They played Golden State, I think, 4 times or something like that. They beat the Warriors. They were undefeated in the regular season. In the playoffs now, what happened? It could have been a sweep, but they gave them one game. You know what I mean? They gave them one game. Cool. Now, when you look at the overview, I just think the Warriors take it. I'm sorry. That's me. And thanks so much for having me up.
Don't be sorry.
You good, bro. You good. Who did I say next? Was it Ms. Zach I said was next?
Yeah, I gotta say, I'm a contract to your point, man. Yeah, the Warriors may be undefeated in their new arena in the playoffs. It's just the first time they made the playoffs in their new arena, so it's not really much to go off. But to this point, man, Boston's the first perfect match for the Warriors. They have switchable defense, bro. Last series, Golden State was targeting Luka on offense. They would let Andrew Wiggins do whatever on him. How are they going to do that when everyone can switch 1 to 5? Who are they going to target on Boston? They could switch screens. You could have Robert Williams guarding Curry. Ain't no problem. They could all switch, bro. There ain't going to be no screen hunting, no mismatch hunting, bro. That's going to fuck up the Warriors. The Warriors need at least 2 games to figure that shit out. So I say Boston takes the 2 games in Oracle. And you're right about Boston losing at home. So I think the Warriors do even it out. At Boston, they'll have their adjustments. But at that time, when it comes to game 5, 6, man, it comes to the clutch and it comes to the closers and shit. And that's when I think Jason Tatum's going to emerge to show the world that he is the true light-skinned basketball player, not Steph Curry. And he will take over that mantle and be the true light-skinned. So at this point, man, Steph Curry and his legacy, bro, it really doesn't even... I hate how they involve him to go to a conversation now. They're trying to itch him in, so they really need this championship. I don't think he's going to get it, man. The dude has 0 final MVPs. You can't even say he's the leader of his team. People are saying Draymond's the leader. He's not even the leader of his own team. Like, that's a conversation
He's
now.
an emotional leader.
Yeah, man, don't matter, bro.
So
the
I
only
got a
thing
question.
you could talk about, listen, the only thing you could ever call Steph Curry is the greatest second option of all time. Because every time he won a ring, he was
when Curry was injured, what was that
the
team?
second option, buddy.
When Curry was out, what was that team?
Jehovah, this dude just talks, man. He don't make no sense
Yo,
ever.
Steph, man, you've been on my
I don't
nuts
want to
for
hear
fucking
that.
months. I haven't
Because
mentioned
people
you
said
once.
that, and then when Curry was out,
You've been in my
you saw how
mentions
bad
them
Golden
for
State
months,
was.
bro. Let me address them real quick.
I've been in your
my
messages.
mention for years. So, and he's always
pull
been
him
in my
up.
nuts. So
Pull
let me
him
just
up.
address the Kyle Lowry shit. The only reason I speak of Kyle Lowry so highly is because he beat your
Hold on,
favorite
pull up
player
the
in the
messages
finals.
in, because I've
And
never
made me
messaged
change.
you once.
You
Don't bring
mentioned
that
me,
bullshit
nigga.
in here.
You keep mentioning me multiple times, nigga. Everyone here can vouch for it. I'm just say this once. The only reason I talk about Kyle Lowry so highly, and I speak about him so highly, he's the reason your favorite point guard moved arenas. He took out your player in 19 and destroyed Oracle Arena. There isn't no Oracle Arena because of Kyle Lowry. He's burnt
Who's
that
my
shit
favorite
down,
player? I think you
and he
got
had to
shit
make
fucked
y'all
up.
move to Chase Arena.
I'm not a Warriors
He was
fan. I think you
injured.
got
He
shit
was
fucked up.
injured. He had an injured hamstring this season, so this is why he played bad.
I'm not a Warriors
Use some
fan, bro.
context.
I'm the
Whoa.
guy. My favorite player is the guy
Chris
who
Paul,
owns
the
your
loser.
fucking team.
Who owns my
LeBron
team?
James. He literally owns your fucking team.
We made him run. We made him run away. As soon as Kawhi
Don't
came, he
fucking
packed
do
his bags
that
and went to
shit.
LA. We made him run from the East. As
Don't
soon
do
as he
that
saw
shit, bro.
competition in the East, he had
And
to leave.
here we go again. You don't know what you're fucking talking
As
about.
soon as we
Again.
won a championship with bro, as soon as LeBron left to the
As soon
the
as
Lakers,
LeBron
he won.
allowed you to win a
He
championship,
didn't allow
you
shit.
did. Congratulations.
As soon as Kawhi showed up,
I'm gonna let the
in
hands go. As
Toronto,
soon as LeBron
had to
allowed you
pack
to
his
win,
LeBron
you
wanted no
won.
smoke with Kawhi. LeBron wanted no smoke with Kawhi. He had to pack his bags and go to LA. If you want to play us,
He's
with
beat
Kawhi, we would've
Kawhi
beat him in
before,
five.
bro.
Who was next, man? Who was next?
Kawhi beat him, bro. Kawhi beat him. Kawhi beat him and Curry. He beat them both. He beat both the GOATs you talk about. Let's put some respect on Kawhi's name.
Who was next, man?
I think it's Jacob.
So, there's a lot to unpack in this conversation. But I'll start off by saying what I think it was Trek said. Yes, Boston has lost a little bit too many games at home. They've been emphatic on the road. I do think every series takes its own shape. So I really think it's just you go by the matchups and you let them figure it out and dog it out. Pause. But I will say that like as far as the Steph Curry like Finals MVP thing, for all the people saying it doesn't matter, it really sounds like you're not confident in him to win a Finals MVP. Like if he's as great as y'all say he is, and I like Steph, I think he's the greatest shooter of all time. If he's that great, be confident that he's going to win this Finals MVP. Like if they're going to beat Boston, Carlos is right. A lot of it's going to fall on his shoulders. So if anybody should win Finals MVP, if the Golden State Warriors win it all, it should be Steph. Be confident in him, guys. If you love him so much and he's great, be confident.
It's not about confidence. He just doesn't need it. If he wins,
He
doesn't
does need it. He does
No,
need
he
it
don't.
because as we're talking about Iggy's Finals MVP, talking about Kawhi's final MVP. What was the first thing people started talking about? How many points they scored, how many rebounds they had, how many assists. So 5 years from now, 7 years from now, when you start stacking up all these dudes, the only thing you're going to look at is the stat line. That's the first thing that people run to. So if he doesn't have that, then he instantly is disqualified from the conversation for the majority of the people. That's just how it works, bro.
What was Curry's stats the 2 years they played LeBron? The 2 years they beat LeBron?
It ain't gonna matter if he didn't get the actual MVP for the finals, because then it's gonna be like he
A
don't have
voted
one.
award and
What
y'all
you mean it
hold
don't
that against
matter?
him is crazy. Anthony Davis should have got Finals MVP in the bubble.
Here we
He
go.
should have.
And
So
LeBron should have got it when he got the triple double in the loser effort.
LeBron should have got
Larry
James
West.
He ain't
Harden
win. He ain't
hold
win.
on,
He ain't win.
hold on.
Oh,
Here's the
LeBron
thing.
should have got James Harden MVP.
You ain't slick. So now it don't matter, but he got to win.
I'm just saying he ain't get it because he ain't win.
Oh, that matters?
That shit. Curry don't need a Finals MVP for his legacy. He don't need that.
Okay. All right.
The way he
I was
changed the
just checking.
game, he don't need a Finals MVP.
And I'm not saying he
hold on.
does. I'm just saying the reason why it matters when we have these conversations is because that's the first thing everybody points at. Did he win it or he didn't win it? He won the
All right,
best
so
player on his
Myron,
team.
Myron,
What
do
can
him
Curry
beating
say in
LeBron 3
response?
times in the finals, do that matter?
What was that?
Does him beating LeBron 3 times in the finals, does that matter?
For me, it does.
Exactly.
It definitely does. But I'm saying is, even you pointed out how many points Iggy had compared to what Kawhi had. And that's just pointing at the stat line, which you can't even look at in a vacuum. Those two finals are completely different than each other. You can't go from year to year looking at stat finals, from the actual final series. You just
I don't
look
think
at
we're doing that. We're just factoring those stats in.
Hey, so I say
Go ahead,
this real
Carlos.
quick. I say this real quick because he said that Anthony Davis should have won the bubble MVP. All right, let's say he does. LeBron still has other Finals MVPs. He still has 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? So like he's got multiple to fall back on. And
Hey, but what you saying that, Carlos? Don't we look at Anthony Davis' legacy different?
yeah, like if he's got a Finals MVP, like that does lift your legacy. And I think the thing that we're losing sight of is that we're talking about comparing Curry to the other all-time greats.
Yeah.
Like, we're not talking about comparing him to other guys who are all-stars or anything. Like, we're talking about the all-time greats, people who will put on their Mount Rushmore. So when you're doing that,
so anybody without any power forward with no rings should not be over Draymond Green at all. He's an all-time great with rings.
No, it's not just all rings. Like we talked about this. Like Ahmad even said it. Like there's levels to that. What I'm saying is, like I mentioned, if Curry wins this championship, he's got 4 championship, 2 MVPs. That gets him in the conversation with only 6 other players who have that. So then when it comes to then splitting hairs between them, then you go to, well, how many of those finals was he's the best player in the finals?
I may be young, I may be 22, Carlos, but I know for a fact people were saying LeBron was better than Kobe when Kobe had 5 rings and LeBron had 0. I don't care about them conversations. Y'all put LeBron in conversation when he had 0 rings.
Hold on. You can't
LeBron
say,
was in conversation for years with no rings.
Wait. You can't say you don't care about the conversations when first off, we're in here having the conversation. And then secondly, let's be honest. This is a subjective conversation. There's not, you know what I'm saying? People going to have their own personal preferences, things like that. But what we can look at is objective truths of looking at what you have. So there are some objective things that you can take out of this. And there is something to be said about in the biggest moments for your team were you playing the best ball, because that's what I'm saying. We're talking
So he
about
wasn't playing the best
all-time
ball?
greats. We're talking about all-time
I
greats.
think Iggy played better than Steph?
I said I don't think so. I said I personally would have given it to Steph. But here's the thing. You can say, yes, it's a voted upon thing, all that. I get you to that extent. But there's something to be said when you can go out there and convince all the voters. He's already done that in the regular season. He's the only all-time unanimous MVP. So he's convinced voters before of his dominance. He just got to do it on the biggest stage of the biggest stage, is all I'm saying.
Best point
I
guard
just
ever.
don't get. So
Don't need a
get
Finals
how.
MVP. Best point
I don't
guard ever.
get.
Top
So
5 player ever.
here's the one thing I don't get. We quick to say, oh, he's unanimous MVP, but the biggest title game MVP don't mean nothing. And y'all always say that regular season shit don't mean nothing, but the MVP is a regular season shit.
It's
Y'all
not like,
Super Bowl
but
MVP
but
means
the
something,
thing is,
Lamar.
Curry isn't showing
The
up in
Super
his
Bowl
I ain't
games.
done.
MVP
I ain't
means
done.
something.
I ain't done.
Curry's
Hell
showing
yes,
up
it
in his
means something.
games,
You told. Hold
but
on, hold
Curry,
on,
the other
hold on,
players are
bro,
showing
bro.
up
I'm
as well.
not
So
done,
Curry
bro.
doesn't have
I'm
to
not
do
done.
much.
I'm not done, bro. Shaq, you ask a football player, do Super Bowl MVP mean shit? You motherfucking right, it does. Are you shitting me? How many people can say they was Super Bowl MVP? Huh?
Deion
How many?
Branch.
Hold on. How many people? Jehovah. How many people can say they was NBA Finals MVP? What does it take to win the? What do you have to do to win that shit? You got to at least win a lot of fucking games to get to the biggest stage, correct? And
Correct.
you playing against the best that year, correct?
Correct.
But you hang on a Steve Nash MVP in the regular season, correct? Which we've seen guys win MVPs with
His back,
people
he
be like
got
they don't.
two. He got
He got
two.
2 of them. He absolutely right. And with those 2 MVPs, what did that do for him? For you, put him in your top 5, correct?
Yes.
Ah, here we go.
Can we talk about how Shaggy likes to use these arguments when they fit his narratives, but if we bring up James Harden's MVP where LeBron should have won it, he not gonna use that one?
Bro,
I'm just saying.
You
No,
can say
but
that.
Steve Nash's two
Hold up. You can
MVP,
say
two
that, and I'm
No,
just
back
going to
to
bring
back
up.
puts him in
hold
top.
on.
You can say that. I'm just going to bring up 3 different years when Harden could should have won it. I don't care about that shit, bro. I promise you, I don't. Like, I promise you, I don't.
See,
Hey,
he's changing the narrative.
I just want to point out, Super Bowl MVP doesn't compare to Finals MVP. Super Bowl is one game. You know what I'm saying? You got to win 4 for the Finals MVP, right? So anybody can have a big one game because
yes,
honestly, we've seen it
Deion
plenty of
Branch.
times where guys have stepped up. Even in the finals, they've stepped up and had one big game. You know what I'm saying? So it's about dominating a series.
Mm-hmm.
So I just don't like that comparison because of that. And I'll say this: when you look at a person's legacy, there is you do take into account postseason success along with regular season. Like everybody was talking about, the latest thing was, is Jimmy Butler a superstar, right? And my problem with calling him a superstar is while he does turn up for the playoffs, we've seen that a lot in sports. A lot of athletes can say that, they raised their game. To me, there is something to be said about dominance in the regular season too, which like at his best, Jimmy Butler, the best he's ever done is like NBA third team. You know what I'm saying? So when you look at legacies, yes, there is an element of regular season, right? But there's also postseason that comes with it too. So you got to take the two in hand. And then when you're splitting hairs, that's what I keep going back to. When you're comparing greats to greats, you're looking at other things that separate it. You know what I'm saying? If both people got multiple MVPs, got you. Both people got multiple championships, okay. But this person they were the best player in the finals 4 times. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's about adding to the legacy.
Man, I'm just letting y'all know now. When Curry career over and we debating if he better than somebody, and y'all bring up Finals MVPs, I'm leaving the conversation.
You can if all the boxes ain't checked out before we get
We
there.
need to lead the
But everybody
conversation
got
now because it don't matter now.
That's what I'm saying, Joe.
Hold on.
To me, it don't matter right now. To me,
No, that's good. It don't matter to y'all. That's fine. But if all the boxes check off inside 2 dudes you comparing, you're going down. As
no,
soon
it
as you
ain't.
get to something that
Because
one
if Curry
That's
better
if you
than this player,
bro, let me
if
finish.
Curry better,
nitpicking. You
it's
see his
better.
greatness.
Hold on. Let me finish respectfully. Because y'all, it's gonna make sense to y'all. When y'all compare players, Y'all do that shit. If it's a point guard, first thing y'all probably gonna do is you're gonna go to assist total. Then you go to team win total. You'll go to MVP total.
Mm-hmm.
If that person, if they the same, you'll say, well, how many finals did they go to? Oh, they win. How many they win? Oh, they win. And then you're gonna be like, they got that trophy beside that damn victory trophy. So what's the difference?
You got to bring in context. And
I'm
look,
bringing. I
a
just
lot.
broke
Hold
down
on,
your
but when you
context,
had
fam.
those
I
conversations, you
just
bring
broke.
in the
Look,
context because we all just a lot
Jehovah,
of people say
respectfully,
Iggy didn't deserve it. So if it wasn't Iggy, who was he gonna go to?
Jehovah. No. Stay with me, bro. I'm talking about tiers and when the players are on the same tier. Don't bring up Iguodala.
No.
Stay with what I'm saying. Stay
I'm
with what I'm
saying,
saying, bro. I know I'm not speaking Spanish. I know you can comprehend fully what I'm saying, and I'm breaking it down in layman terms as
oh
much
no,
as
I
I
do. No,
can.
I
I'm
get you. I
not
just
trying to
don't
insult your
agree.
intelligence, but I feel like you're just being stubborn right now. You know what I'm saying. You
I
fully
do. I just
understand what
don't
I'm saying.
agree. I
That's
do.
fine. That's fine. Just say you don't agree. But don't try to put it on some tangent and just throwing shit up on the wall. Just say you don't agree. That's fine. But if you don't agree, then how you compare players?
No, I'm telling you why I don't agree, and it
How
didn't
do
make
you compare
sense
players, Jehovah?
because
Give me
I
your
understood. I
criteria.
understood what you said about comparing Iggy, but I'm not comparing Iggy's to if
I ain't
Iggy's
say
MVP to
Iggy,
Steph.
dog.
I was
Why
comparing
you
to
keep talking about
how
Iggy?
we were just saying that Iggy, a lot of people here were just saying Iggy
I
didn't deserve
wasn't
it.
though.
So if it
I
wasn't going to
wasn't.
go to Iggy, it was going to go to
I
who?
wasn't, bruh. Stay with me and what I'm talking about. Stop lumping that shit in. What I'm talking about. When you compare point guards, Jehovah, if you're comparing 2 point guards, what do you look at?
Point, as you said assists. I think you
Okay,
said
assist.
wins, total
Okay.
wins. Did they get to a finals, MVPs, all of that?
So if I
I
tell
don't know
you
if you said
assist
all
don't mean shit
stars.
to me, who scored more points, what you gonna say?
Say it again.
If I say, yo, assist don't mean shit, what's the name score more points than him? What would you say?
For a point guard?
Yeah.
That's why I say now you got to bring in context because point guards are scoring more than traditional point guards. Because I'm a Steve Nash guy. A lot of point guards scored more than Nash, but I have Nash higher than him because Nash he played a different time, a different area, he's a different point
So
guard.
if you compare Isaiah Thomas versus Steve Nash, who you got?
I'm taking Isaiah. That would be dumb.
Why you gonna take Isaiah?
One, because he just played defense. Nash, only not going Nash, he just had to give me respectable defense. He
Stop
couldn't
right
guard his
there. Stop
shadow.
right there. I'm glad you did that.
You
So
just hurt
now
his pride.
you threw in defense, correct?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people say that shit don't matter, just like the MVP
Oh, no,
trophy.
defense, Matt. Well,
You
because
see what I did there?
as bad as Steve Nash played defense, that matters. But that's it. But the fact, I think
How many top point
his
guards play
offense
defense,
alone
Jehovah?
made up for his lack of defense, and that's why I said he's a top 5 point guard. That goes into my argument because a
Jehovah.
guy who
You see what
doesn't
I
play
just did
defense,
though,
but
bro?
he can win back-to-back MVPs
Jehovah.
and
You
take
see
the
what I
Suns that far
Jehovah. Stop.
and shoot 50, 40, 90
Stop, bro. You don't
consistently.
gotta keep Jehovah. You don't gotta keep talking because you
I
know
can
what
go
I
on
just
and on
did.
with this, man.
You
Nash.
can't. You can't because I'm gonna stay on the point that I'm making. You can talk all you want. We're gonna come all the way back to the point where you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up. You know what I'm getting at. You see what you did when I said, oh, defense, how many top 5 guys play defense, Jehovah? Are
Stop
these
letting him
top
get in
5
your
all
head,
time?
man.
How
Stop
many of
letting
them
him
really
get in
play
your head,
defense?
man.
I'm just asking. I'm just giving you the same pushback that
Okay,
I'm getting.
but again, but the guys who don't, their offense makes up for it. Like Steve
God, here we
Nash,
go with
the
this shit.
offensive
Here we go.
efficiency, like same thing with Draymond Green. How
Hey,
someone
dog,
else
all
said
right,
Draymond
bro.
is a
All
top
right,
5
no.
something all time.
Jehovah,
Why is
respectfully,
that?
Jehovah. No,
Because
you ain't got to
Draymond
do
does a
that.
lot on the
Jehovah,
defensive end that makes up his lack of
dog,
offense.
Jehovah. Can you cut the shit, bro? Cut the
No,
shit.
that's a perfect example.
No, it's not. Cut the shit.
Just because you
Cut the
lack
shit.
in an area, somewhere you're gonna have to be great in another area. Not good,
Jehovah.
great.
So
And
you
those guys
lacking
were
in the
great. That's why they won the MVPs.
all right, cool. So he lacking in the hardware area. You told me that hardware don't mean
No,
shit.
not hardware area.
Defense
He's
don't mean
lacking there
shit.
physically. He can't defend.
Defense don't mean shit. What defense mean?
Yes, defense, because
What
players are
defense
different.
mean?
Physically, he
If we're
can't
comparing a
defend.
point guard to a small forward or a power forward, it's of course going to be different. Of course, the guy's going to have more rebounds, and he's going to like, come on.
But you still got him in your
So,
top 5 though, even though
so
he's
he's
a barbecue
incapable of
chicken.
playing defense physically.
I can argue Steve Nash being in the top 5.
Go ahead,
Steve
argue it
Nash
then.
only a top 5 point guard because that position is ass. There's only 3 good ones.
Well, hey, he's up there.
There's only 3 good point guards,
We're not
Shaggy?
going to throw back-to-back MVPs under the bus like
Which
that.
of the
I've never
3,
seen any
Shaggy?
player have his MVPs
I
thrown
want
under
to
the
know
bus
the
like
three.
that.
I
Shaggy,
want to
give
know
us
the
a
Robertson or
3
3.
like
good point
Nash.
guards because
Hold
I
on, let
think there's
Jehovah
more than
finish his
3.
point, yo. Y'all talking over him. Go ahead, Jehovah.
No, that's it. I'm just saying I've never seen any player get MVPs get thrown under the bus like Steve Nash in back-to-back years. And he should have won 3, but they had to give it to Dirk. Because he was
You just
number
said
2
Nash
and
should
Yo,
have
hold
won
everyone
on.
was
three
I'm
taking it from he
confused.
took
MVPs.
it from
I'm
Shaq and Kobe,
confused.
but Kobe was nowhere. He wasn't even top 15
Hold on.
in those MVP votes
Jehovah,
the
I'm
next
just
4 seasons,
confused real
3
quick.
seasons.
Can you just elaborate why regular season MVPs mean so much to you, but finals MVPs don't?
For Steph Curry, it doesn't.
What?
Steve
Oh,
Nash
just
is
for
not
him.
Steph
Okay,
This
Curry.
is
cool.
Steve Nash is not the
disgusting.
greatest shooter of
All
all
right.
time like Steph Curry.
Nah, I
Steph Curry,
respect it,
Can
Steve
we
bro.
Nash
I
can
is
we
take
never
move
back
on
won
to
a
everything I
championship
Shaggy's
said
without Steph
about
Curry.
Shaggy
3 point
trying to fit
guards?
narratives
You
to pass
can't
it to
compare.
Jehovah.
Hold on, let me reset the room. I understand where Jehovah coming from. I'm just trying to see, really pull back the layers. He hasn't wavered on that. It's just he feels like Steph is so much of a great player that don't matter. He's still just great, and even if he win it, he's still just great. So I respect that. So I don't want people
I
thinking
feel the
I'm
same
like
way.
dismissing him. And yeah, Shaggy too. So all I'm doing is pushing back to really see and really dive into why they feel that way. Because a lot of people hold that against Steph. They don't, which is admirable in itself, both sides. But Shaggy, they coming for you right now. So when I unmute it,
They can
get ready. All right.
they can come. They can come.
All
My
right.
ducks nothing.
Salute to Jehovah though, man. I always give Jehovah a lot of pushback because Jehovah actually really smart, man. So y'all, if y'all ain't never seen me and him talk, that's how we do. So respect to my dog Jehovah.
Shaggy, who are the 3?
Magic, Curry, Zeke.
That's it.
That's it.
Ooh.
Anybody else? Fuck
Okay,
them.
who's 4? Who's 4?
That's the thing. I don't care who you put at 4. I don't
But
care.
It
so you're
matters.
telling me there's only 3 good point guards?
The next 2 in your top 5, I don't care who 4. As long as they the top 3, we good.
As long as Steve Nash in there, I don't care if he's
See,
4 or
but you
5.
told me that there was only 3 good point guards. You just saying those are the top 3, and then from there, that doesn't mean there's not any more good point guards after that. The way you phrased it was there's only
Bro,
3 good
if
point
You
you
can
guards.
can't
argue with
comprehend, that's
Stockton.
on you, bro.
Hey man, y'all better not let Omar get away with it.
I'm putting Russell Westbrook before I put Steve Nash.
That's disgusting.
You
Oh,
said
that's the
what?
best thing you said all day right there,
That's
Shaggy. Yes, sir.
disgusting.
Yo,
That's why you my
Shaggy.
dog.
Shaggy the
Hey
guy.
yo, y'all give Shaggy a round of applause, man. That's the best thing he said I ever met him. Russell Westbrook over Steve Nash and his
Stop it.
licking his fingertips
Stop
all
it.
game, nasty
Stop it.
effer.
You know, everybody and their grandma know you taking prime Steve Nash over any
No,
version of
I'm
Russell
taking Russ.
Westbrook.
I'm
Is
talking. I'm
Steve
taking
Nash even
John
better than Jason
Stockton over
Kidd?
all
I'm
of them.
taking
Is he
Steve
better
Nash
than
over
Jason
any version
Kidd?
of Westbrook.
Give me Russ. Give me somebody who can average 31 and shit.
I'm
Man,
taking
nope.
John
Nope,
Stockton over
because
Steve
all y'all
Nash
not the
and
knock on
Russ.
Westbrook was what with
Man,
y'all?
John
His
Stockton take
IQ and
them little tight
efficiency.
ass
Steve
shorts
Nash
he
gonna
got
come in there and give you
and
the
go
IQ
back
and
to the
efficiency.
store and get
Give me
them dang
somebody that
3
play
M's.
defense.
Give me somebody
Give me
Gary
free
somebody that
throw.
play
Payton.
defense.
At least
Gary
make a free
Payton. There
throw.
you go.
There we go.
Make a good pass. Don't turn
What
the
about
ball over.
He's.
I'm
Oscar
taking
Robinson?
Nash.
What
I was
about
about to
Oscar?
say, what about Oscar?
I'll take Big
Nash.
O.
Oscar's up there.
I'll
Ooh.
take the Big O
Nash.
over Nash for
Give me
sure.
Westbrook
Niggas
over
ask
Nash.
you,
No.
what about
I don't
Oscar?
know if
And they
I'm
ain't even
taking
saying
Gary
flavor.
Payton over
Bro,
Nash. That's a
Nash
close
over
one.
Oscar. Put Steve Nash in
Y'all
Oscar's
niggas
era
did
and put
not see
Oscar
Oscar
in Nash's
Robinson
era.
play.
Hey yo, Jehovah hot about that.
Put Oscar in Nash's era and put Steve Nash back then. They gonna hang Steve Nash.
Oh yeah,
Oscar
he'll
gonna look
get killed back
average.
in the old days.
Oscar
Oscar
will look
gonna look
average.
average.
Bro,
We
you,
seen
bro,
it.
who
Get
do you
out of
think
here.
Steve Nash
is,
Get
is?
bro.
out of
No, no,
here.
no,
You
no.
just
Who do
said
you
he
think
physically
Steve
Bro,
capable.
Nash
he's
Get
a
out.
is?
two-time
Hold on. I
MVP.
hate when
Oh, the
people
Pearl and
make
them
that
gonna kill
argument. Hold
Steve
up,
Nash.
hold up. I
You
hate when
have
people
to.
make that argument, put him in his air. Like, you're not taking into account the leaps and bounds that have been made since then of why these players are so much better.
But
You're just
I'm
saying,
saying that speaking
take,
on
like,
skill
I'm
alone.
saying, you got to
Just
understand, Oscar was the top skill at that time, right? I hate when people do that because since Oscar's time, there's been developments in the game. There's been a lot of development and training and technology and all this stuff. You're just saying, hey, take somebody from now
Hold on.
and
Did we
compare them to
forget the
them.
Steve Nash hype 2004 up until 2007? Did we not now, do we forget when Magic Johnson was calling
I'm not.
Steve Nash?
Listen, I
This
like
guy
Steve
is the
Nash.
next coming
I'm just
of.
saying.
No, they were saying he's the next coming of
Look.
Magic.
Hold
He's
on.
better than
Listen.
Stockton. Let's stop it now, because it's like we forgot that whole Steve Nash. Steve Nash was on the pictures of magazine covers.
Yo, Shaq.
Let's stop it now.
Yeah, I definitely forgot, man.
Shaq.
Yup.
I did.
Hey,
I bet because
Tony
we
Parker
throw it
better
under
than
the bus
Steve
because he's a
Nash.
white Canadian.
I didn't
got Tony
believe that
Parker.
bit.
Y'all
I
got
didn't believe that
Jehovah
Steve Nash
riled up
hype
Tony,
bit.
today.
hey, Tony Parker better than Steve Nash.
I will say that. I'm
Hey
not
man,
even gonna lie.
let's stop bashing Steve Nash, bro. Respectfully,
I
Steve
mean,
Nash.
Y'all
I'm
got
gonna give him
Jehovah
I ain't
that,
high.
but
bashing him.
Tony
I ain't
Parker,
gonna keep bashing him,
Yo,
bro.
I like
Nash
Steve
always
Nash.
gave
I
Tony
just have a
Parker
problem
shit.
with talking about taking one player from an era and throwing it without considering
Wait,
the
hold on. I'm
advancements
sorry.
that have been made.
Before I cut you off, I lie. I'm not taking Tony Parker over Steve Nash. I take that back because I seen Steve Nash give Tony Parker 36 with one eye, and Steve Nash swept the Spurs in 2009. That's exactly what they did. The Spurs cheated us in 07. They cheated us in the playoffs every year, and they still cheat to this day. I hate the Spurs. I'm
You
taking
sound
Nash
hurt.
over any version of Tony Parker. Yes, Tony Parker was great. He could get in the lane. He could score amongst all them big
Would you
guys.
take
How many
Steve
points he
Nash
put in
over
the
Kevin
guys?
Johnson?
To Michael Jordan in the
Nash kick his ass with one eye.
Tony Parker turns into Jordan in the finals.
Would you take Steve Nash over Kevin Johnson?
Yes.
Man, we ain't really keep talking about Steve Nash, man.
We need to, because I'm tired of y'all throwing two MVPs under
This
the
is
rug.
crazy, bro.
I've never seen it with no other player, even if they have
Yeah,
one.
Jehovah, talk your talk.
How you going to throw him? He won as a short. He was drafted. Look where he was drafted, and he
I
won
keep
two
telling y'all.
back-to-back.
I
But
keep
the thing
telling
is,
y'all, man.
nobody was talking about Steve
Amon,
Nash till you
I
brought it
keep
up.
telling
Nobody
them
talked about Steve Nash till you brought it up.
Nikola
I'm gonna
Jokic is
keep
a
bringing it
7-foot
up.
Steve Nash. Two people who didn't deserve the MVP.
My thing is this, Shaq. The MVP is one of the most watered down awards because you can have a great regular season and get bounced in
It
the first
wasn't back
round.
then. It wasn't back then when Steve Nash won.
Like, dudes get
Because
It
MVP.
still was because he
look
was
who was
getting
winning
bounced.
MVPs before Steve Nash. Look who Steve Nash was playing against, and he won back-to-back. Look at all that talent in the league. You gonna say, oh, you gonna throw that under the rug? Stop it. You had to do something to win one, and the man won two?
What did he
Two
do?
You
back-to-back?
did. You
What
had
did
to
he do?
order chicken
And
wings
and
Hey,
and
and
yo,
in the
take
yo,
it
third
out
year
the
he was
car.
somebody
number
just
two.
DM me and said,
The
actually, you
third year
taking
the
him
man
over
was number
Michael
two.
Jordan.
You said what?
Somebody just told me, actually, you taking Steve Nash over Michael Jordan.
No, but it probably sound like that.
You hear how crazy you sound?
No, but we're not comparing to Michael Jordan. We're talking just
Hey, y'all gotta
the
leave my
fact that
man Jehovah
an
alone.
undersized, unathletic point guard who was drafted 15 won MVP, and he
Jason
won
Kidd,
two in a
man.
row. With all the at that time was that not the best talent in the league, arguably?
I picked Jason Kidd over Steve Nash.
Well, Kidd don't got back-to-back MVPs, and Jason
Oh,
Kidd
yeah.
ring in Dallas. Yeah, it counts, but Jason Kidd was a spot-up shooter.
I ainn' gonna lie. I'm
Jason
taking
Kidd was
Darren
just a
Williams over
spot-up
Steve
shooter.
Nash, bro. Give me Darren
Just
Williams.
saying, Jason Kidd can do some things too.
Why are we disrespecting Steve Nash this bad now? Y'all just trying to
Why
get under
not?
his skin at this point.
Because he won an MVP over Shaq and one over Kobe.
Y'all just trying to get under his skin
What
now.
did Jason
Like
Kidd do in
Darren
the
Williams,
finals
let's
then?
be real here. Come on now. Darren Williams was a dog, don't get me wrong. But he not Steve Nash.
Thank you. And Steve Nash had the longevity with the bad back.
Yo, y'all be
Steve
talking like Steve Nash, like he's
don't
just
see Mr.
nice.
Nice right now.
But that
He
y'all be
is.
talking
No,
about he's
no.
untouchable,
What
dog.
do you mean, Jacob?
He was
Russell
out there
Westbrook is
back. He
over
was
him.
losing. Look who Steve Nash was losing to. He lost to Kobe. I'm not mad at that. He lost to Tim Duncan. I'm not mad at that. I'm mad at that a little bit because they cheated us.
You're mad at
Look who he
that.
was losing to. He beat on Dirk, and then for that series as well. When he beat Dirk the game to go in overtime. I think it was 06, was it? No one talks. That game that's another game that goes under the rug. The man was putting up triple doubles, and he hit the game winner. The shot he missed in the corner. Marion got the hit it back to him. Nash hits it. Like Nash was a killer in the playoffs. Yeah, he didn't win, but let's not act like he wasn't a killer.
He never even got there, though.
The Western Conference Finals?
What does that mean?
What do you mean? He never got. Look who he was losing to. He was losing to the team that was winning.
Steve Nash
He lost to the same
Steve
teams
Nash
that won.
a
Am I
killer
mad
is
at
crazy.
that? Am I mad at Steve Nash losing to teams that won the championship ultimately?
Steve Nash ain't no killer, bro.
Why
I
are
think
we
the Suns should've went to the
disrespecting
finals
Steve
in
Nash?
07.
That's what I want to know.
If the Suns went to the finals in 07, they would have beat Cleveland. I guarantee that.
Huh?
Because we should have went in 07.
Ain't no
Why they
way.
didn't get there?
Yes, we were. They put the Spurs. What do you mean? Why?
I wish the Suns would have been there. Brown would have got his first ring early.
Stop it, because I've seen enough that I had to go back.
I was
and
on your
look at
side,
the regular
Jehovah, but you
season.
brought LeBron into this,
What
and
do you
I'm no
mean?
longer on your
Look who
side.
was on that. Look who's on that Phoenix Suns team. They won't be able to run with us.
Steve Nash was a bum. Darren Williams
Cleveland would
is
not be able
better.
to run with that 07 Suns team at all.
Kyrie's better.
At all. LeBron can have a.
Kyrie Irving is
I
better.
got Damian Lillard over Steve Nash.
Damian Lillard over Steve Nash. You brought LeBron into this, and you fucked up, Jehovah.
I didn't mention.
I'm taking every point guard in the history. I'm taking Mario Chalmers over Steve Nash now. You brought
now that's
07 ring into this.
That's sacrilegious. And that's something you shouldn't have even said. Mario Chalmers is disrespectful. And that's how far we go to disrespect
Jehovah, I'm taking
You see
Lynn
how far
Sanity.
people go to disrespect?
Give me my man Lynn Sanity over
You're
him.
going to compare him to Mario Chalmers.
Jason
It's just a disrespect.
I'm taking Derek Fisher over Steve Nash.
This is why I said...
Hey, I have a question real
We talking killers. Derek Fisher is a killer.
This is why I said the Phoenix Suns should have won the finals this year. That's why I'm mad at Chris Paul. If we would have won, y'all wouldn't be disrespecting my sons like this.
Hey, no. Let me say this.
That's why we should have won.
Jason Kidd over Steve Nash for the fact that Kidd has more points, more rebounds, more assists, more steals.
Okay.
4-time defensive.
Give me Smush Parker over Steve Nash.
Hey, I have a serious question. When we look at how Steve Nash runs his team as a coach and how they don't run offense and things like that, do you feel like
we're not doing? No, we're not.
I'm just
doing
asking.
That.
Hold on.
We're not doing that.
Hold on.
Let him finish, man.
I'm just asking. Do we feel like a lot of Steve Nash's success was because the system he was running, or because his actual basketball IQ?
System.
It wasn't this. Oh, I'm happy you brought this system BS up.
I'm just asking.
Of course, Of course, it was a system that we've never seen. Of course, they're going to run a system. It was efficient and it worked. Let's not act like when it was Steve Nash and Alvin Gentry, the Phoenix Suns still didn't have a top offense, of another efficient offense, and there was an older Steve Nash. He was still giving you double doubles with an old ass Grant Hill, with a Jason Richardson who jacks up in every shot, with a Robin Lopez starting at center and a Channing Frye at power forward. That's who Steve Nash was working with and winning games. And you're gonna tell me that Steve Nash doesn't deserve any of this, and you're gonna compare his coaching? It's a lot of players who aren't good head coaches. And just to bring up just because the system, he showed you what he could do in that system and out of that system. Did you remember Dallas? That was the system, but Steve Nash was also a killer in Dallas. Right?
No, he won't.
Yes, he was. He wasn't the same killer. Steve Nash was Stop it.
He was the number 2 in Dallas. Sometimes
yes, he was
the number 3 behind
He was
Finley.
the number 1.
Sometimes he was the number 3 behind Finley.
The pick and roll with him and Dirk was unstoppable because Nash was efficient.
Define killer.
A killer for him at that time. He was young.
No, he wasn't.
Well, I'm sorry.
What's
I'm
killer?
sorry. I misspoke. He wasn't a killer, but he did he did more than what he was asked to do in Dallas. Correct?
So did Jason Kidd. What's the difference?
You said what?
No, Jason Kidd went Steve Nash. That's done.
Jason Kidd went everywhere he went. He balled out.
And he got
Steve Nash.
No, he. All right.
And J. Kidd got.
What do you mean? He did more than what he had to do in Dallas. That's why he went to Phoenix, because Cuban didn't want to pay him.
So that's what makes him better, because he did more than we did. I mean, what players?
No, I know that was the argument. I thought we were just comparing that situation. If you're talking about why take Nash over Jason Kidd, because Nash got the two, like how we saying it, when guys sit down and they talk about these accolades, Nash got 2 MVPs, and I can say that. And
Jason
Nash
Kidd will lock
Listen, I will take
a short ass down.
I will take the ring.
Hold on. If I remember correctly, I remember Steve Nash kicking Jason Kidd ass multiple times. I remember Steve Nash giving Jason Kidd a grown man 40. What was it? I forgot what it was. And it was at the Nets home.
Hey, so I just asked this
and
question.
I've seen it consistently. When Nash and Kidd play one-on-one, Nash always go at Kidd.
Hey, I just asked this question. If you use his Nash's MVPs as the reason to choose him over Kidd, why can't people say that they use Finals MVPs to pick an all-time great over another all-time great?
Because he's a diehard kid.
I'm not saying they can't do that.
I'm taking Jimmer Fredette over Steve Nash.
Steve Nash has no finals appearances, while Jason Kidd got 3.
And a ring.
Kidd had more help than Nash.
No, it don't matter. It's about the player itself.
Oh, he had more help than Nash. Nash was in the West. The Nash was in the West at that time. You know, the competition level in the West was not like that in the East.
Hey, listen.
It sound like excuses. Jason Kidd
went to the finals.
Yo, listen.
Hey, Fresh.
You can take his 2 MVPs, and I'll take Tony Parker's Finals MVP.
Hey, Flyers.
Finals MVP. Bro.
Listen, if that's the case, you can tell if everything you got.
Wait, so Finals MVPs mean more than regular MVPs? Is what you're telling me?
Better Nash because Tony Parker system then.
Hey,
So
if
Tony Parker didn't benefit from that
Nash
system.
was a liability on defense.
Hey,
He
Flyers.
made up for it on offense with
Hey,
efficiency.
Flyers, I
You
got a
can make up
question
for
for
your
you.
lack of by being efficient.
You're gonna have
If
to
you're
Kid
efficient,
don't
that
go
makes
keep
up
going.
for it. Nash had a Rajah Bell on the wing.
Hey,
I
What
Flyers.
just
they
want it
got
to
to
be
do with
known.
He had a
the
Sean Marion that can
what they
defend
got
as
to do with
well.
the individual
Hey, I
player
just want it
itself?
to be known. Somebody in here said that they taking Tony Parker's Finals MVP over Nash's regular MVPs. This making Finals MVPs more valuable than MVPs in this argument. So Steph Curry really ain't shit.
Hey, Flyers, can I ask you a question, though?
You see?
Hey,
You see that?
Hey,
hey,
Flyers.
I'm not gonna go against that.
Flyers, can I ask you a question?
Cause look,
I don't
look,
want to
look.
call you
If
Jehovah.
LeBron
Y'all hear me?
James had
You just
3
gave me.
rings, right? Yo, check this out. If LeBron had 3
Hey, Hawk, do
rings
you
with
hear me?
0 Finals MVP, they would crucify him, bro.
I'm just glad
Yo.
you gave me something to fit my narrative. I'm gonna be honest with you.
LeBron lost 6 finals. He already crucified.
Hey, listen.
And he got more rings than your favorite player will ever have.
I don't care. I don't value rings.
Oh yeah, you won it. You
Oh, I
won.
do.
So then why is Steph Curry the greatest of all time if you don't value rings?
Steph
Because
Curry's
he's
the
just the
greatest.
greatest. Best point guard ever.
Shaggy, I'm
Word, so y'all can hear me, right? Hey, Flyers, so I got a question for you. You know what I mean? Sorry to mute everybody, but it had to happen. So, are you taking Steve Nash over Kevin Johnson?
Yes.
Are you taking Steve Nash over Kobe Bryant?
Absolutely not.
Okay, we getting somewhere. We getting somewhere. Let me see. Who else? Who's a good point guard? You taking Steve Nash over you taking Steve Nash over Russell Westbrook?
Yes.
So we talking player or individual talent or career?
Career. I'm assuming career,
We're talking
all time.
we're talking about overall.
Individual player.
Who are
If
you
we
I'm
talking
talking
all
about
time,
individual
Nash
talent.
is better than Westbrook all time.
If
Is
we
that an
talk
opinion or a
Are you
fact?
are you serious? Or are you drunk?
I
You
agree.
drunk.
Westbrook ain't shit.
Hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
As a point guard,
Listen. No, are you Duffy? Now,
as a
I
point
only I
guard,
asked that for
I
a
would
reason.
take prime Steve Nash over Westbrook.
I
Why?
would take Tony Parker over Steve Nash.
Why would you?
Tony
Why?
Steve Nash, Tony Parker can't hold it. His Tony Parker's
I'm
best
taking
year is
TP
nothing
over
compared to Steve
Westbrook too,
Nash's
though.
MVP year.
give me
You,
Penny Hard, Steve
but you telling us that Nash did so much on offense, but he
He
didn't do anything
did because
on
look,
defense.
he
So
did it with less. He didn't have he.
how did
Look
it
who
help
Steve
him
Nash
out if
had
he didn't
around him
do
compared
anything
to
on
everyone
defense? If
else.
he was a liability on defense, he
He was
can't
a
beat
lot.
us.
He was a liability, but the team we had guys who can defend as well. And
I'm
actually,
not
hold on,
asking
wait.
you
When you
what
look
the
at those, hold
team
on. When you
did.
look at those games and
I'm
the
asking
teams
you
who we
about
lost to,
Nash.
where hold on, look who Steve Nash was losing to in Western Conference Finals.
I'm not asking
Kobe
you about who he
Bryant.
losing to.
We played this man was hitting shots and tapping our head coach. You can't do nothing about that. So if we gonna lose a game because shots like that, go ahead.
I
And
didn't
and
ask
Tim
you
Duncan
that.
is Spurs. Tim Duncan hit a freaking 3, a
I didn't
turnaround
ask you
3 at the
about Tim
buzzer.
Duncan.
What are you gonna do with that? That was happening to Steve Nash. You
Jason,
What
say
does that have to
defensive
do with
liability
him
was a
being a
problem. If Steve
liability
Nash
on
would have won those
defense?
games, you want to be talking about his
J
defense?
Kid got 4
I
first
didn't.
team on defense.
Yes, Kid was a better defender. He was a better
Jerry
all-around player
West
than
We
Steve
know
or
Nash.
that.
Steve Nash.
Kid was individually a better all-around player than Nash, but Nash, I
All
think, had
right,
a
but
better.
you taking Nash over
I'm
Kid
taking
though. It
Steve
doesn't
Nash
make
over
any sense.
Jason Kidd.
He's
It
gonna
doesn't make any sense.
he's gonna take Steve Nash over anybody. So this
No,
conversation is pointless.
no, it's not.
Any
The
point
man
guard,
has 2 back-to-back
That
MVPs,
don't
bro.
mean
bro. That
Yo, yes,
doesn't
So
it
what?
that
does mean
doesn't.
Hey,
something.
Hey
Jehovah,
look,
At that,
Jehovah,
hey look,
Jehovah,
look at the
hey look,
time when he
Jehovah.
got
All
there.
right, so hold on.
Jehovah. What
Look at
about
the
Jerry
era in which
West?
I
he
got a
got his
question
2
for you.
straight, bro.
I got
And
a
look at the
question
player
for
he
you.
was.
I got a question for you. What the fuck did those MVPs get him?
Look who he lost to and he won.
It
Hey,
doesn't
the
Who did he
better
matter.
lose
I'm
question.
not.
to?
That's not what
Hey,
I'm asking
T,
you, bro.
Who
We
did he
talking about.
lose to? And
Hold
who
on,
eventually
Steve.
won
T,
championships the years he
Hold on,
lost?
Steve. I got you. Listen. Who he lost to, it really doesn't matter. What the point I'm
Yes,
making
it does
is
because those teams
no. Listen.
won.
Hold on. What I'm saying is, you hang your hat on these regular season awards. You hang your head on that shit. Every time you come in here, you talk about Steve Nash. You hang your hat on his 2 back-to-back MVPs, which a lot of people
Yes.
say he shouldn't have had back-to-back.
it's a lot of question marks with that shit. But you hang your hat on those MVPs. Like
Yes.
those MVPs ain't get him a ring. That
Well,
regular
shit. That's
season.
all he
Hold on.
got.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. But that's all you hang your hat on. You don't come in here and say, oh, he's an absolute better player than this guy. You're not doing that. You're just saying, oh, he got two back-to-back MVPs.
I did with Jason Kidd because I said when I see Nash
He's
and
not
Jason
better
Kidd go
than
one-on-one for the most part of the matchup, Nash does a lot more.
He's
And
not
he
better than
defends.
Jason Kidd.
Look. The better question here is to ask who is better than Steve Nash. That's the better question here. Because we could go on all day to you of is this person better, and you're going to say no. The better question here is who is better than Steve Nash. And if you
Point
keep going
guard
off these,
better than Steve Nash.
keep going off these regular season accolades and stats and all this, Chris Paul better be better than him. But I'm gonna let you go.
MVP just means you're good for 82 games.
Let him tell us who is better. Let us tell him who is better.
Offense.
Who is better than him, Jehovah?
He changed the way the game is played.
Jehovah.
Now it's space.
Who is better than Steve Nash in your eyes? That's where we go because we could go all day with this person's not better. So who is better than Steve Nash?
You got to tell me because Nash is in my top 5.
Who was Steve Nash's coach?
Coach?
Yeah, who was his coach?
I think it was D'Antoni.
He had D'Antoni.
Okay.
That was the no defense team.
Dallas.
Hold on.
That team didn't even practice defense.
Hold on. So how many players got MVPs under D'Antoni?
Oh, I like
I don't
that.
think that's a fair point.
I like that one.
Why
I don't think that's a fair point.
Why isn't it a fair point?
I think that's more so of a coincidence because look at James Harden.
Bro, I'm not letting you do that. No,
I think it's a coincidence.
You're moving the fence.
No,
you're moving the fence, B.
Okay, so
that's why I asked the question earlier.
All right. It's a fair point. It is a fair point.
Okay,
but Nash won 2 straight.
Bro, what does that mean?
What do you mean? Because if you did it one time and you're scratching your head, and then he does it again, and you're still not convinced.
So
and then hold on. Wait. And then the third year he was number 2.
Okay,
what more convincing do you need?
Hey, so what did James Harden do?
Hey, T. Smith,
D'Antoni. Hold on.
I found something interesting.
Go ahead.
ESPN, he said you're going to have to name guys and ask them if they're better. So ESPN a couple years ago did a list of like the top players at each position. And I found, so I was just going to throw some names out to see what he says if Nash is better than them or not. They had Nash 7, by the way. ESPN did.
That's fair.
So let's see. Number 1 was Magic Johnson. Do you think Nash is better than Magic?
No, no.
Okay. Number 2 is Oscar Robertson.
No.
Okay. Now keep in mind, you said Nash is top 5. They had number 3, John Stockton.
I can argue 5. Stockton is 3.
Yeah, they had Stockton at 3.
I don't agree with that.
It was years ago. We just asking better than Nash. We're not asking is Stockton 3. We asking better than Nash.
No, he's not.
All right. Curry was 4.
I agree.
That list ass.
Number 5 is Isaiah Thomas.
That list ass. Anything with John Stockton in the top 5
I'm just asking based upon who they have on the list. So,
I agree. The only thing I don't agree with is Stockton. I think Nash is better than Stockton.
Yo, as soon as I heard Stockton at 3, I didn't want to hear it no more.
They lost me at that, but they had Isaiah at 5.
I'll take that.
Who do they got at 6?
6 is Chris Paul.
No, I want Nash. I'm taking Nash over CP only because, I seen Nash in closeout games give it his all consistently. Even if he lost, you ain't never gonna see Steve Nash close out in the winner-loss, not get the shots up, and not have at least 20. You can go and look that up.
All right, number 8 was Jason Kidd, and that's what we've been arguing about that. The next 2 are players that most of the people our age haven't seen. It was Walt Frazier and
on that
Bob
list
Cousy.
originally.
It's probably Bob Cousy, the milkman.
It was Bob Cousy and Walt Frazier rounded out the 10.
That's a respectable list, see? So Nash should be higher.
That list ass.
It's respectable. I'll give it respect just because Nash was 7 and I said 5, and I already argued Stockton down.
You got to put a little bit of respect.
Stockton was way too high, but
you got to put a little bit of respect on Stockton, bro.
And Chris Paul, we saying if he's gonna be top 5, don't y'all say he got to close out in these games.
Hey, can we talk? Can we talk about how the Celtics are going to win and stop talking about Steve Nash?
I got the Celtics too. Do you feel
I will
tired?
say this. There was a lot of people earlier talking about like the Celtics are tired. I would get that if the series started like today or yesterday. But like they've been off since Sunday. They play again Thursday,
Okay,
right?
stop
And that's
saying
a
they
game.
tired.
Still, it's a lot. That's a lot of games.
That's hold on.
Warriors and 5.
But then they don't play game 2 again until Sunday. So they play Thursday, and then they don't play again until Sunday, and game 3 isn't until Wednesday. So these games aren't like back to back to back. They got 4 days to recover going into game 1, and then they're going to have 3 days. So I just don't like when there's time to recover. And I get they got some
These
injuries.
still NBA players though. They've been playing since
I'd argue that these longer rest times are bad for these players sometimes.
I think so for Boston.
You've seen these players
the playoffs,
the longer play times, they come back and they're just like they're not ready to go for whatever reason. I don't
But
know
here's what I'm
why.
saying. We can't have it both ways. We can't say, oh, they tired, and then say, oh, but rest is going to mess them up. Like,
no, I'm on the side of
rest.
I'm on the side.
Hold on. We don't act like Boston is not outside of Al Horford. Y'all acting like Boston's some old dude. He's a young guy.
I agree.
They're gonna be fine.
That don't mean they can't be tired.
Yeah, but guys,
who the fuck do y'all think the Warriors is?
pro athletes, dude.
Y'all overrated.
I agree with you. This tired narrative is bullshit.
Because my prediction is Klay Thompson is
How
not
you
going to
get
show
days?
up.
Hold on. How you get this many days off and y'all saying they're gonna be tired? Like
that's what I said. That's what I'm saying.
They're not going to be tired. Just stop with that.
Bro, they're getting 4 days off and they got to play 48 minutes.
The tired narrative is trash.
It's the NBA finals, man. The NBA finals. Them guys earn some rest.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And they're like somebody said, and they're young for the most part. They
got 4 days off.
Young ain't gonna do it.
3 days off between game 1.
How does that not have anything to do with it? That makes zero sense.
How you train. It's how you train throughout the season.
It would make sense
to get 4 days off
for
to play
a guy
48
like
minutes.
One of us to be tired, not those guys. Come on.
Okay,
man,
but they
arguing
throughout the whole
bro.
year.
Y'all
so
arguing
that makes
anything.
a difference.
If y'all think a team,
if
y'all think a team that gets 4 days of rest is going to be tired, you are crazy out your mind. Like that's the stupidest shit I ever heard in my life.
And that's why I agree with you, Shaggy. That's why I brought that up.
These athletes train throughout the whole year and prepare for this moment right here. It don't matter if you're young or old. If you know what you're doing, then it's not going to matter at the end of the day.
There's
That's
one
why
player
LeBron getting hurt.
So
there's one player on the Celtics that needs the rest, and that's Robert Williams. All these other guys, they good.
Yeah,
Robert Williams is actually hurt, and you can clearly see the people who are hurt. They need the rest. The rest of the team isn't hurt. Maybe Marcus Smart. He's kind of hurt and banged up. Everybody else, they don't need that rest.
Yo, and that's exactly why I said that, because people was like, oh, Boston's tired. That's why they're going to lose. And I'm like, that's a terrible argument.
I don't think they're tired. I think they're injured.
So who's winning game 1?
Boston.
I got Boston coming out and punching them in the mouth.
Statistically, game 1 is the number 1 game that road teams steal.
Warriors winning by 12.
Who said that?
No, but I got
Warriors winning by 12, game
1.
1. Ricky said it.
Coach, you drank.
I got the Celtics going. I got the
Celtics not winning.
I got the Celtics coming out and punching them in the mouth.
Warriors winning by 12.
The Warriors go on their little third quarter run, and we get about a 5 to 7 point game at the end.
Nah.
Hey, can I ask a question? Can I ask a question? So I hear everybody talking about other Warriors players, but I got a question. Who on the Warriors is going to guard some of these Celtics players? Because y'all talking a lot about who's going to guard the guys on the Warriors, but who's going to guard the guys on the Celtics? Because I don't think the matchups are that great for the Warriors defensively on the Celtics.
Who is Steph guarding? That's the question. Who is Jordan Poole guarding? That's the question. They not guarding none of these guys.
Steph and Jordan Poole not going to be able to play at the same time. There's no way.
So who is Klay guarding? Because Klay does not look like Klay. All right, he's out there hitting.
But you act like they running man the whole game.
He is not defensively Klay anymore.
He's not ready
yet. Let's be real here.
He's not 100% yet.
I don't know if I agree with the Steph and Jordan not being able to be on the court at the same time. Like, because I feel like that creates mismatches. It creates mismatches on both ends.
I disagree though, because
I ain't
It
gonna hold
does,
you. They
bro.
don't got
who are you taking Jordan
Warriors
Poole
not
out though
creating no
for, T?
mismatch. I don't care, y'all.
Hold on.
I'm talking about the way they move off the screens and shit.
Okay.
You
They
know what I'm saying?
switching
So
all that.
they can switch it, but they can get in trouble with that shit too. Like if they're hitting their 3-pointers, they could be in trouble with all that switching shit.
They got to get open to hit the three.
I
So
mean, Golden State's gonna
They
have to
don't.
have guys in the game who's
Nah,
gonna be
the
able to
only
defend.
plus
I'm not
I
even
see
gonna
for
say
the
they
Kaminga
gotta
is
get
gonna see
open.
the floor.
hold on, the
Like,
only plus I see.
y'all really overrating the Warriors right now.
Hold on, check
No,
it,
we're
check
pretty
it.
not.
much.
I'm
The
not
only
overrating
plus,
anything. What I'm saying is they hit jumpers. Like and the jumpers they hit, they aren't always wide open. So
They are though,
their movement creates their offense, is what I'm saying.
the
So when
bro.
those
only
I'm
guys
not
go,
gonna hold you. Everything they shoot is damn near open when they played in the playoffs this year. They
look,
didn't play no real
nah,
The
defenses, bro.
only plus that the Warriors are gonna have, and I think Dwight or somebody else said it in a space the other night, is Draymond is gonna guard Al Horford. If Al Horford is not hitting his shots, that is gonna allow Draymond to kind of float a little bit. He's not going to guard Jason Tatum. He's going to guard Al, so he's able to float a little bit more. So Al Horford has to hit his shots. If he's not hitting them, it's going to get ugly.
Yo, but this is when I ask this question: who guards Jaylen Brown? Poole
Well,
or
look,
Curry?
I
Klay Thompson,
think if
So who
Horford's
guards
not hitting his
Tatum?
shots, you don't think Golden
Wiggins.
State
Wiggins is
bring in
gonna
Otto
guard
Porter?
Tatum,
But
Wiggins.
Klay Thompson, Wiggins plays better defense
but
than
this
Klay
is,
Thompson
but
right now.
this is
This
no,
It
isn't the
will.
same
but
old
this is
Klay.
what I'm
It
saying, bro.
will.
No, that's what I'm saying. How do Poole and Curry get on the court at the same time?
It's like T.
What you
Smith
mean?
said.
They'll put one of them on one of the weaker offensive guys that
Like
Boston have
who?
on the court.
I'm
But T.
saying.
Smith said it
Hold on, hold
already.
on,
No,
hold on.
no. Let me
T.
finish.
Smith
Let me
said it
finish.
calls his mismatches on both
Yo,
sides.
Hold
listen,
on,
if
bro. Hold on. He
Curry
asked me a
and
question.
Poole
I'm
are
trying to answer it. Respectfully, I'm trying to answer it for him. All right. So, what's the 5 you got in for Boston?
all right, so Boston 5 would be Smart, Brown, Tatum, Horford, and Rob Williams.
So Robert Williams. Okay.
Yes.
So with that 5 on the floor, they're not going to put Poole and Curry on the court together.
But what
So
about Derek? We forgetting about?
Hold
even if you
on.
put
Can we
Grant
just talk?
Williams
Go
in,
ahead.
you could put Grant Williams in
All right.
and
So if you put
play
Grant
Horford
Williams
at the
in,
5.
so you could put they can actually check Grant Williams.
No, come on. No, they
You
can't.
forgetting
No, they
Derek
can't,
White?
Ahmad. No,
We're
they can't.
forgetting Derek White.
No,
Can
they
y'all hear
can't,
me out?
Ahmad. No, they cannot.
Can y'all
We're
hear me out?
forgetting Derek White though, Ahmad.
Hold on, bro. Can y'all stop? Chill out. When do they go and feature them in an ISO situation? What are we talking about?
I just seen Grant Williams last game get Kyle
All right.
Lowry on him, took his ass straight to the
All right.
cup. No
How many times you do
hesitation.
that? Shaggy, how many
No
times you do that?
hesitation.
Shaggy, how many times?
Every time Lowry was on him, he took
Shaggy,
his
how
slow
many
ass to the
times?
cup.
Give me a
Every
number.
time he was on him, I
Give me a
didn't count.
number.
I didn't
Give me a
count.
number. That means that's cap.
But
It's not
but
cap.
the point
One of
is
the times he missed the layup. I know you
That's
seen that
cap.
play.
the
That's
point
Out
is,
the
cap.
corner.
who do
That's
Curry
cap.
and Poole guard against that lineup?
I just told you.
I'm gonna give you this lineup, Ahmad, and I think this
Hold
is
on,
the death
no.
lineup
Let
for
me
the
stick with
Celtics.
one person at a time, bro. I don't do that.
He's
I'm
giving
staying with him first,
a
and I'll
false
get to
lineup
you,
though.
bro.
That lineup's not gonna happen.
It don't
That's
matter.
not a false
bro.
lineup. Starting
What
lineup.
line? Hold
Hold
on.
on.
What lineup not gonna happen? What line are you talking about?
That's the starting
That
lineup.
lineup is not gonna happen as much as you think. The lineup
For
they're gonna
who?
throw in
Hold
the
on.
game.
G5. Who are you
No,
talking
but
about? Which team? Which
He's
team?
talking about Boston's lineup. It's not
The
But that shit
lineup
happened all playoffs.
the lineup they're gonna throw against the Warriors, the best lineup to have off the bench. It's gonna be Marcus, Derek White. If we
Bruh.
gotta see what Robert Williams is doing, but they're
all right,
gonna have
so
Jalen,
respectfully,
Tatum,
bro.
and then somebody at the 5.
All right, so
what?
respectfully,
That's a
hold on,
death
Derek White
lineup.
definitely not going to be in the game.
hold on, man.
Did you not just see what Derek White did to the Heat?
But that was
All
the
right, bro.
last two games.
Respect from you, because I hate when folks just look. This is a hypothetical. This is basketball. Any lineup get in on the court at the same time, and you got to adjust to it. All I was doing was just adjusting to his lineup. We ain't at the dry erase board in football trying to draw up a coverage after you see my routes, because the guy with the marker last always gonna have the upper hand. So if they happen to put that lineup in, I was showing you how I felt like Golden State would match up. You gotta pick your poison. I ain't gonna let Jalen get off. I ain't gonna let Tatum get off. Williams got to show me they could consistently go to him. Because you consistently go to him, you're going against what you want anyway. You don't want him consistently having to be ISO and winning all the time. Yes, he can, but you don't want that.
That's the thing. They're not going to do that, though. They don't run. Whenever he's in the game, they're going to use him to screen and get switches. They're not going to ISO. He's going to pick and roll with him. They're going to use him to screen.
That's why I was trying to look at it in a way of saying we got to realize both teams do a good job of not letting you just ISO somebody too. You know what I'm saying? This ain't Miami how they just leaving guys on the island and not helping out. Like these dudes play both of these teams play very good team defense. They shade, they communicate well. You just ain't gonna go one-on-one.
The Warriors don't play defense.
My question to you is this:
the Warriors don't play defense?
No, I said Cat's acting like the Warriors don't play defense.
Yeah, man. No, both of them do a good job of playing very good team defense, in my opinion.
We saw what they did with Brooklyn when Brooklyn had two small guards in the game. When Brooklyn had Seth Curry and Kyrie in the game, they were getting them in the switch every time. So what happens when Jason Tatum goes or Jaylen Brown goes and tries to get Curry to switch? Are they just going to run off of the man that they leave and just leave the corner three open?
This is a totally different game, though.
Hold on. So let me answer that question. Let me answer that question, please, respectfully. So what's the one thing Golden State does that Brooklyn doesn't do when those switches take place?
Adjust and play defense.
And they got comparable bigs, correct? Brooklyn didn't have a comparable big all those times, correct? Who was playing big for them?
They ain't gassing Kevon.
No. A lot of times they would have a big who would.
Nick Claxton was playing big for him, and so was Kevin Durant.
Yeah, they weren't dropping down like a normal big would. They would identify that and say, "I'm gonna make them shoot the long weak side elbow three versus just getting the switch on my small."
But y'all are giving me 1,000 lineups. Is Kevin Looney gonna be in the game?
Yeah, he's gonna be in the game.
Hold on. No. You're not being realistic. Ricky, you're not being realistic. Kevon Looney and Draymond Green cannot play at the same time against this Boston defense. It's not possible. It's not. And no, it's no spacing. There's no spacing if they do that, bro. No spacing.
We can't be so confident in that because we just saw Kevon Looney he can have a big game and he's on the floor.
Hold on. Draymond plays more, bro. He'll come to the top of the key and he'll initiate the offense, so he's out the paint.
Exactly, Ahmad. They was able to run Kevon Looney and Draymond against the Mavericks because they was picking on Luka. You can't pick on nobody in Boston starting five.
So you can't pick on Jaylen Brown.
You can't pick on nobody.
Jaylen Brown?
Huh? You can't pick on Jaylen Brown? What the hell?
He a lockdown defender?
He ain't locked down, but you can't pick on him.
So we can't pick on Jaylen Brown.
Ahmad.
You pick on Horford. Horford guard the perimeter.
He's a turtle.
That's why you put
Horford guard the perimeter.
You make him do that. That's how you make him do that. You think he can do that till you get beat off the dribble.
Who was Jimmy scoring on, bro?
I'll put Otto Porter out there.
Who was Jimmy scoring on?
Jimmy was scoring at the free throw line.
Who was he going at then?
Marcus and Jaylen.
Yes, it was Jaylen.
You said what? Bro, Marcus Smart was guarding him. It wasn't Jaylen Brown.
He was getting a lot of fouls on Jaylen, bro.
Was guarding him, bro.
He was getting fouls on everybody.
Right. I'm not picking on Jaylen Brown. No,
y'all relying on free throws to win a basketball series. Y'all are crazy.
My thing is nobody has still answered my initial question yet, bro. My initial question was, what lineup are they gonna play if Steph and Jordan Poole are on?
We don't know. We gotta see it.
I can tell you that. I literally can tell you that. I can tell you that. It's who gonna play?
I'm right here. I will answer
hold on, bro.
I
can't hear, bro. Respectfully, as the host, let me ask him the question. It's who's going to play?
Okay. If you call on me,
I got you, bro. Just can you be quiet?
I'm ready. All right,
I got it, bro. I got you. The fuck?
Okay. The answer to your question is Jaylen Brown.
I didn't call on you. Respectfully, I didn't call on you. I'm trying to get him to clarify the question, and then I'll call on you. Ask your question again with the lineup and whose lineup.
So I want to know what lineup is Golden State gonna play to have Jordan Poole and Steph Curry on the court at the same time.
All right, my man, go ahead and answer that.
The answer is Draymond Green is going to play the 5. It's going to be Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, Andrew Wiggins, and Steph Curry. That doesn't mean the lineup's going to work. It just simply means that the lineup is going to be out there in an attempt to be small against the Celtics and to see if they can drain and rain threes from all over the court. That's probably going to work for a game. There's probably going to be a game or two, maybe.
I think he was asking about the Celtics roster, bro.
Where the
he was asking about Golden State.
Yeah, he was asking about Golden State.
He asked about Golden State. So there's going to probably be a game or maybe two, but I definitely think at least one game where Golden State won't miss, where they'll catch fire and it'll just be like a 20-point victory. And that's what all the GSW fans are really, really hot to trot about because they've seen that. The problem is that they keep missing these games where they only win by 3 or only win by 2, like in the Grizzlies series. It's fine to say that you believe in the Warriors, like all square, man. But this idea that you're going to be able to hit like 50% of your shots off of one look, or that Kevon Looney is going to out-rebound Robert Williams II and Al Horford is just misguided.
All right, so now my second point about that question. Right? So y'all said Wiggins would guard Jason Tatum and Klay would guard Jaylen Brown. Okay?
Yes.
So who helps Draymond on rebounds against Al Horford and Robert Williams?
What do you mean they crash? You ever heard of guys crashing when the ball go up?
Hey, that small ball is not going to work against.
Hold on.
I think Curry go out there and rebound.
Respectfully. You telling me just because Wiggins not as tall as them that his ass don't leap over everybody and go get boards?
I seen Curry get rebounds.
I don't see it working.
We saw it.
I mean, doesn't the shot determine whether
I think I am telling you that. I think I'm telling you that Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Robert Williams, and Al Horford are all over or at 6'9", and that as wonderful as the 6'7" Andrew Wiggins is, that in the event that all 4 of them are down in the post, that it is unlikely that Wiggins will be able to jump over.
Why? Because they 6'9"?
He's not.
And they all rebound though.
Hold on, come out because they 6'9".
Now hold on. Let me make a point. For the same reason that Kevon Looney was looking so dominant because he was bigger than everybody.
His effort was better than everybody. What could be bigger?
His effort was definitely better.
His effort was better. But he was also
and another guy that everybody know that got a lot of boards off effort that was smaller than everybody we know of. Rebounding is effort and positioning. It ain't all about height.
Yeah, if you in the right position,
because somebody's 6'9",
you gotta do the same thing.
But Rob Williams,
man, y'all be lucky if Kevon Looney played this series.
Man,
that's
Looney
fine, bro. That sounds good. But
bro.
if his ass in the game, effort goes a long way with rebounding and where the shot's coming from and where it's coming off the rim. Because nobody expected Steph to have 12 rebounds and lead the whole game that one game. And all the rebounds were long rebounds coming to the middle towards the free throw line. But we want to talk about because guys 6'9".
They all in the NBA. They play professional basketball.
Legit rebounders.
All right, so check this out. So my man, you keep saying who gonna help Draymond. So you telling me when Jalen or Jason ice on, and the other one in the corner at the elbow, when they compose, they put up the shot, they gonna crash from the elbow? Versus Golden State, you gonna crash?
Well, you're talking about who's on offense?
I'm just saying when Boston put the ball up, you telling me those guards on offense gonna crash the boards versus Golden State?
But I think they'll get out rebounded. They're obviously gonna get rebounds. It's basketball. But
no, do you feel like Boston gonna crash the boards versus Golden State?
Yeah, they just did it against Miami. They killed them
against Golden State. I ain't say nothing about no Miami.
You overrating Golden State, yo. Listen, y'all really making me mad, man. Y'all overrating this team, bro, for real.
Shaggy,
you was just on their jock all last round, man.
Shaggy, respectfully, bro, you be overrating you know who, so you got to calm down.
No, that motherfucker where I rate him at is perfect. But this Golden State team, it ain't good. Yo, on the real, y'all not even saying what the X factor is, bro. The X factor is Jordan Poole. If he can't come in, get him 20 a game, how he been doing, Golden State is losing, bro. They're done.
It's a couple X factors. I think my X factor is Klay.
The X factor is for Boston. Boston literally has to not let them Golden State motherfucking steal games how they did every other series against Miami
in Milwaukee. If they let them niggas steal games, they are done. Boston got to win the games they're supposed to win. They can't.
Okay.
They
And
can't let them niggas steal games.
Boston
Who was
got
I
to
just talking to about the
capitalize off
boards?
all those
Who was I just talking to
turnovers.
about the boards? Because I wasn't looking at my phone.
Was it
Boston got
Gates?
to
That's my man
capitalize off
Gates.
all those
Yeah.
turnovers.
Hey, go back to Gates. Hey, Gates. So, what lineup do you see could be most effective versus the Celtics in your opinion?
Curry, Clay, Wiggins, Draymond, and Looney.
Okay. All right.
Looney is not effective in this
No,
series, bro.
what I'm saying
Like,
is
please
that
stop bringing him up.
what I'm saying is
You
Jordan
can't
Poole
play
and
two
Curry.
Hold on, let
non-shooters
Gates
against
finish.
this defense. You can't
Yep.
do that.
We know you hate Looney, bro.
I don't hate
not
Looney.
hate. My bad.
But you
Not hate.
literally cannot play Draymond
Why
and
you
Looney
can't?
against this Switch defense, bro. The
Why you
defense is
can't?
too good.
Why you can't?
You messing up the floor spacing against the best defense in the NBA.
But Draymond's usually not in the paint though on offense. He on the perimeter.
I know. And when he's screening, Boston has defenders to just switch.
Now,
But
if Draymond's going to be out there, he's going to have to hit
We've seen it
shots.
over the years.
If
When
Draymond's going
Draymond
to be out there, he's
screens,
just going to have
other
to hit
teams
shots.
tried
He
to
can't just
trap
play
because they
make.
didn't have the defenders.
so
And I don't
if
know who the fuck y'all think Curry is right now.
if Horford's switching on to Steph, they gonna send another guy, right?
They're gonna do the same. Hold on up. They're gonna do the same thing against Brooklyn. They're gonna send somebody and they're gonna rotate and recover like they did against Brooklyn. That's all they're gonna do. And for one, they probably test Steph out and see if he can cook Horford.
Okay.
They're gonna test him out first.
So we can both agree that Steph is a better playmaker with the ball than KD was, correct?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. We can also agree that the system that they run is better than what Brooklyn was running, correct?
Facts.
Of course.
And we also know the shooters are more dangerous than what Brooklyn had, correct?
No.
What?
Okay.
Wait, you said what?
No.
The shooters where they Golden State have?
Wow.
Name them right now. Other than Steph, Clay, and Poole. Name them. Name the shooters.
What is the shooters that are better on Golden State than Brooklyn?
Yes, name the shooters other than Steph, Clay, and Poole. Name them.
Otto Porter.
What? Yo, you joking right now, bro.
Hey, yo. Hey, JB.
You see how I that name shooter? And this nigga said Otto Porter. Man, you next, man. Y'all go ahead.
Hey, let me reset the rule because y'all done pissed Shaggy off. And I know he's gonna go on this rant, and I want to be respectful. JB, and I think Steen's had his hand up for a minute. Carlos, my bad, man. Jehovah, I just got a track by so my bad. So go ahead, JB.
Ultimately, Shaggy is right on this one particular point. That the idea that Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry are the primary shooters of the ball for Golden State, it's not really arguable, and I don't really know what we're arguing about. The idea that you can play Kevon Looney and Draymond Green against Robert Williams and Al Horford, it's not a real argument. Like, you're going to have to alternate those, it should be in your head. Like, if for no other reason, right, just pull up their pictures side by side of Kevon Looney and Robert Williams or Kevon Looney and Al Horford, and then put your stats underneath them. It's not a real conversation. It's a joke. So what you're going to have to do is hold
on, JB. So you said when you put their stats up beside them, what do you mean, like rebound total?
Sure, I mean, like any total that you want.
I mean, Kevon Looney only played 20 minutes, so we got to put his in perspective.
Okay, well, Robert Williams is only playing 25 minutes. I mean, look, the point isn't so much that Kevon Looney is bad. The point is that if you put Kevon Looney and Draymond Green both on the floor at the same time against Al Horford and against Robert Williams, then both Al Horford and Robert Williams is going to roam because he'll play off of Draymond Green, and Al Horford is going to be sitting there looking at Draymond. Like, are you going to cover me from three? I mean, Al Horford knows how to shoot three-pointers. Look, I understand. It's a really long basketball schedule.
I want to know how Otto Porter isn't a three-point shooter.
Hold on, Jehovah, let him finish.
Where I live is Washington. I have more experience with Otto Porter than you. Just trust me. It's not a real answer to the question.
So are you saying Draymond can't check?
I know what you want to
Ahmad, you in the blender.
Look, I know what you want to hear. What you want to hear that the Warriors' best lineup, that the real way to attack the Boston Celtics is going to be to put Gary Payton II on Jaylen Brown when he's busy trying to do his isolated thing, because Gary Payton II led the league in steals. And if you did watch the Boston Celtics, then what you would see is that Jaylen Brown decides to go ISO, that Gary Payton II is probably going to get a steal, much in the same way as Victor Oladipo did. But give the Celtics, the rest of the team, some respect for having a really good defense. They beat the defending champions of last year in 7 games. They just got done taking down the Miami Heat, who, by the way, represented the Eastern Conference 2 years ago. And they Nets team that you desperately wanted
JB,
JB.
You're not wrong.
I'm with you. Hold on, JB, I'm with you. But you can't say that's the same defending champs. I'm with you. But you got to throw it.
I can't say that Giannis isn't the best player in the NBA.
JB, hold on, JB.
Giannis was supposed to get it done. We all expected Giannis to get it done because he's the best player in the league, right? He should have got it done.
Hold on. All right, I got you. You said it 4 times. I got it. Hold on. JB, respectfully, as somebody who run a show, you run a show. You got to be responsible to the audience and tell them that important key person was missing, because we do that to all the other greats. We diminish when they beat somebody. So just because we ain't got to oversell Boston, bro. Boston is legit. They earn it.
He's not overselling it. I agree with him. He speak. They
overselling
Jehovah. Give them respect.
Jehovah. You ain't got to be Leonard Ellaby right now and talk for Tank. Let Tank talk for itself. Chill out, bro.
I just want to.
No strings that Tank, man.
Chill out, man. To land my plane, I can do it in 3 sentences. Give me 3 sentences and I'll be done.
Go.
Okay. So the only thing I want to say about Golden State is that in order to play your best lineups, which will emphasize defense, you will have to bring an offensive option off the floor for Golden State. I get it that you think that Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry...
No. Don't say I don't think that. That wasn't me.
Okay. I understand to the average Golden State fan that you think that Steph Curry is just the greatest thing since sliced bread. And I'm just going to point out to you that Jason Tatum has him beat in every single stat category for these 2022 playoffs. There literally is nothing that Steph Curry is better than Jason Tatum at. And if you want to have a deeper discussion, join the NBA now from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Monday through Friday.
Man, just finish talking, man.
Thanks, man.
Salute to you for that, bro. Salute to you for that. Hey, make sure y'all check him out. Hey, plug it one more time, man. Plug your show one more time.
Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., whether the Celtics lose, whether the Warriors win, whatever's going on, I'm 100% accountable. If Golden State surprises me, man, I'll be the first one with my hand in the air saying, you know what, Steve Kerr figured it out. But
you got Boston. Oh, are you a Boston fan?
I have Boston in this series. I'm not a Boston fan.
Oh, okay.
I do have Celtics in 6 for this.
All right, thank you, man. I'll give you a follow, bro. Thank you, man.
Hey, thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm totally available. Anybody who wants to come at me, I'm every day, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. every weekday.
Oh, don't worry. They're gonna get you, JB. Them go to state fans go get you, bro.
I'm excited. All right, I'm done. Right. Thank you.
All right, Jehovah, my bad, bro. Go ahead, unmute it. I know Steve's and Carlos been waiting patient. Y'all can cut Jehovah off because y'all do that anyway. So.
All right, then I'm going to cut Jehovah off right now. Since when was Otto Porter not a 3-point shooter?
I'm going to give you that, Jehovah. I'm going to give you that right now. It's my second point I'm going to hit on.
Oh, my bad.
First point I'm going to give is somebody said Derek White wasn't touching the floor. If you go in the Jumbotron and you scroll right, Derek White was locked down. He's touching the floor. Let's be honest here. I know it wasn't Oladipo. I know Lowry, Strus, Oladipo, Robinson isn't Steph, Clay.
You just killed your argument,
you know what?
Bro.
He's locked down. Second point, Otto Porter shooting 37% from 3 this year. Wiggins is shooting 39. The Warriors shooters are better than the Nets. Let's not get this twisted.
See, that's what you fucked up at.
Hey, man, why you...
We ain't doing this, bro. We know when we talking basketball and we say shooters, we're not talking about Andrew Wiggins and Otto Porter, bro. They can shoot the ball, but they're not shooters. Don't do that. Ray Allen was a shooter.
You breaking the tubes out of him. He's so mad.
Like, for real, I hate when they do that. Andrew Wiggins wasn't no shooter, but for Golden State, he wasn't.
So then who you need those guys to be shooters. You will not see Andrew Wiggins hit big shots.
So Andrew Wiggins and Otto Porter
Andrew Wiggins hit those same threes in Dallas. They would not see Otto Porter in the regular season come up in games when he hit 3-point shots.
Patty Mills is not a shooter. Then, if we're talking shooters,
are Andrew Wiggins and Steph Curry better shooters?
Otto Porter got that big contract just for shooting
Patty
threes.
Mills?
He shot
Yes
the
or
most
no?
threes this season with Golden State since he shot in 2015. He took the most
Andrew
three-points
Wiggins
this year alone than in 2015.
Otto Porter better
Otto
shooters
Porter
than Steph Curry and Patty
now.
Mills. Answer the question.
The answer is no, and they keep getting around that.
Otto Porter isn't a shooter.
Hey, Shaq. Hey, since he bringing up numbers, let me hear what's Steph Curry shoot when Marcus Smart guards him?
Oh, it's like 29%, ain't it?
Oh, so you need Andrew Wiggins to hit those shots, right?
It's like 29%.
You need those other guys to shoot. Those guys that you said
Andrew Wiggins not going to be getting those shots. Y'all underrating Boston's defense, bro.
You underrating
Golden State.
What
I'm just gonna say. I'm gonna say it now. Just look it up so I didn't sound stupid.
But they lead the fucking playoffs in turnovers.
Hey, Shaggy, Andrew Wiggins and Patty Mills shot the same percentage from 3 this year. I'm just saying.
Is he a better shooter than Patty Mills?
If you go based off the numbers, he is.
About 4 months.
Who shot more?
I seen Patty get cold shooting for 4 months.
Who shot more?
Patty attempted 7 a game. Let's go see what Wiggins did.
Patty only started the season hot from 3. He slowed down a lot.
There's no way Patty shot 7 a game. That's not right.
Patty was a fluke.
Yeah, that's about right that he shot 7 a game.
7? All right.
Took a lot and he missed
Wiggins shot. Let's see where we at.
3.
Hey, real quick, I'll say this. Like,
we comparing Patty Mills and Andrew Wiggins when it comes down to shooting the 3.
Hey,
NBA Twitter is crazy.
Hold on.
Y'all know y'all pissing Shaggy off.
NBA Twitter is crazy, bro.
It's about matchups. You're gonna need those guys.
Hey, I will say this because I think we're going a lot. If you look at the numbers, all right. So based off the season, the Boston Celtics were the number 9 offensive rated team, and Golden State was 16. And then defensively, Boston was number 1, Golden State was number 2. So I think it's safe to say that both teams can have mismatches. Both teams will have to adjust strategy and things like that. That's why I find it crazy that people are like 1 team in 5. One thing, like these teams are very confident.
Winning in 5.
Hey,
Don't,
Shaggy,
they don't know what they're talking about.
Wiggins shot a 5.5, so almost 6 threes a game. That's not a huge difference.
Let me go fact check that.
I just looked. Patty Mills was 7. Andrew Wiggins was 5.5. And Wiggins shot 39. Patty shot 40. That's not a huge difference, bro. So sure, Patty's got a little bit of an edge, but it's not as big as you making it out to be.
Mind y'all, Andrew Wiggins shooting catch and shoot jumpers all fucking game.
I'm just saying, you asked who could shoot on the Warriors, and I gave you shooters.
No, but Steam, I gotta ask: you look at the percentages, but what is the volume of shots between the two? Is what I'm asking.
That's a great question.
That matters. Man, I don't care. I will never in my life label Andrew Wiggins a shooter.
Nah, he ain't no shooter.
He said the volume was 5.5 threes a game.
What echo?
So a whole two more threes a game.
What did you ask, Jacob? My phone. I don't know what it did. Say it again.
Okay. I mean, Patty had a bad year, though, in my opinion.
Patty started off real hot and then ended shooting bad.
So Patty got really cold when Durant went out with the injury.
It was Jacob, Mike. That's
yo, thing. Is Joel Embiid a shooter?
He wants to be.
I mean, he shot 37% from 3 this year.
So then Patty Mills isn't a shooter then.
He shot 37% from 3. He's playing for Andrew Wiggins a shooter. Joel Embiid must be a shooter.
He's not taking as many threes. Attempts matter. Value matters.
He shot 4 a game.
Yeah, volume does matter.
Joel Embiid wants to be a 3-point shooter. That's
and if you watch the Sixers, you know Joel Embiid gets his threes up.
You say Joel averages 4 3-point attempts a game?
He averages around 4 a game.
Does he average 4 or is it around 4?
4.
And how many is he making?
Andrew Wiggins only making 2 out of 5.
Nah, I didn't say Wiggins.
Do I sound okay now?
I'm just letting y'all know now. I'm not ever labeling Andrew Wiggins a shooter, bro. That has never been him.
Sorry about that.
No, you good, bro. That's social media.
Shooters get ran around screens and shoot the ball. Andrew Wiggins stands in one spot and wait for it.
But we're talking about now.
And we seen Andrew Wiggins.
Wait,
That's all Klay Thompson does, though. Hold on, Jehovah. All Klay Thompson does is run around the screen and wait for it. Like, you're telling me these guys, that's what they do.
No, he runs around the screen and gets the ball, bro.
Ain't been hitting
What are
consistently.
you talking about?
All Klay Thompson is doing is literally catching and shooting whatever's in his hand. That's why I don't.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
Klay Thompson's been inconsistent all year.
Shaggy, how many points did he score without dribbling the ball,
Do y'all
man?
watch Golden State play basketball?
Yes, I do. Boston is going to make.
You would know.
Gonna make Klay
Klay Thompson runs around the court, gets that motherfucker, and shoots it. They have literally been complaining.
No, he runs around. But he don't dribble the ball.
Has literally complained about how many times he gets it and shoots it, bro.
Klay is not 100%. He's not 100%. The way he comes across those screens is not the same Klay. He's not there yet.
I never said that. All I said when he comes around the screen and uses screens to get open.
No, I'm just. No, what are you talking about? To say that I don't think Klay's going to. Boston's going to force Klay to dribble the ball, and they're going to force him off the 3-point line and make him do something, because he already doesn't look comfortable.
What the fuck is this nigga talking about?
He just keep catching and shooting anything
giving you
that's in his
facts.
Bro, I said shooters comes around screens, use all screens to get open. I never said nothing about put the ball on the court.
So then is Kyrie Irving not a shooter then?
Andrew Wiggins. I said Andrew Wiggins stands in one spot and wait for the ball.
Is Kyrie Irving not a shooter then? Because he doesn't run around screens and gets the ball.
Who?
Kyrie.
You said shooters
can we let
run
Kyrie
around screens and get the ball.
Can we let
Kyrie Irving is not no fucking shooter.
Oh my God.
Kyrie's
Here
not
we
a
go.
50-49.
What are you talking about?
This is Shaggy. Shaggy, this is...
This is why I get mad on this act. Earlier, I was arguing niggas. They kept giving me excuses on why Dwight Howard beat LeBron James in the conference finals. Now you sitting here telling me Kyrie Irving is a fucking shooter? He's a scorer. He's a shot creator. It's the difference. Do you watch basketball, bruh? Do you watch basketball?
I love the contact.
So then Kevin Durant isn't a shooter?
Hold on.
No,
so you're talking about
he's
Joe
not
Harris?
a shooter.
Hold on. Respectfully. I think we need to actively listen to what Shaggy just said, because he just gave you his criteria and broke down the archetypes. He's calling Kyrie a scorer, like an offensive threat. Meaning his game, he could do everything, but majority of his points come from him creating himself. He looks at a shooter as a guy who's running off picks, catch and shoot type vibes. Is that correct?
Kyle Korver and JJ Redick are shooters.
Okay. See, now he providing y'all context of what he's calling a shooter. So when we unmute, let me know if that clarified it for y'all, or y'all still gonna fire at him.
No, it clarifies it for me.
That makes complete sense.
Y'all already know that. Like, what game do y'all watch? You should never in your life label Kyrie Irving as a shooter.
Because Kyrie don't need to dribble the ball.
You should never ever label Kyrie as a shooter.
Kyrie can win off jump shots alone from anywhere.
Look,
that's why he's a shooter.
Jehovah, he's not saying that he can't shoot though.
Jehovah, by his criteria,
Jehovah, listen, he can't shoot, bro.
By his criteria, he's not calling them shooters.
It's still wrong. Even by that criteria, it's still wrong.
Jehovah, listen. Go ahead.
He's saying by his criteria, I can't disagree with him. By his criteria, Kyrie is not a shooter. My criteria and his criteria are different, but by his criteria, it fits.
Hey, Shaggy, you got to go over that.
Andrew Wiggins isn't a shooter by his criteria. It fits.
Hold on. You got to start. Respectful
he can shoot. He
Go
is
ahead,
not
break down
a
your
shooter.
archetypes again for him, Shaggy. Break it down for him.
Fucking Kyle Korver and JJ Redick, Mike Miller, Peja Stojakovic's, them are your shooters. Kyrie Irving can score in multiple ways. That's why he's a scorer, shot creator. Same with Kevin Durant. James Harden literally shot 12 threes a game in 2019. Shot like 38% from three. I will never label that nigga as no shooter. Never. He's not a shooter. And he's third on the all-time list for threes made ever, and he's not a shooter. He's not. He's a scorer. It's a difference.
There we go. Hopefully that cleared it up for y'all. So what he's saying is he's not saying that they can't shoot. He's saying, going off looking at their games, majority of their points come from creating for themselves. Can they catch and shoot? Yes. But they are called to get the ball, get a bucket. Kyle Korver, the names he used, like a Reggie Miller, Ray Layton in his career, he considered those guys shooters. Like he said with James Harden, James is shooting off the dribble. So he's not a shooter. He's a scorer to him.
You're calling them shooters because they only shoot. If you only told KD or Kyrie just to shoot, you don't think their three-point percentage will be up and up?
No.
Jehovah. That's his criteria, Jehovah. You can't be mad at his criteria,
No, I'm not mad.
Where have you been at? Where have you been at? Kevin Durant literally went to Golden State and told them, I'm not only shooting the ball. What are you talking about? He's not even agreeing to do that.
He's not
agreeing to do that, bro.
He wants the ISO. He wants the ISO in that system. That's why when he was in that system, it looked the worst. When he was off the floor, they all moved better because he was an ISO player.
That's why in 2019, when they played the Rockets, they were better with him off the court. Literally, they were better with him off the court, bro. That nigga didn't want to just stand there and shoot.
Shaggy, this is what people get fucked up about KD. What KD did to Golden State was they raised their floor so they couldn't lose because they wouldn't play below a certain amount because at least they had an insurance policy with KD. He didn't raise their ceiling. That's why they won 73 before he got there and won less games after he got there. They averaged 70 wins the previous 2 seasons and then won below 70.
Time out.
And did win the ring.
Let me stop him right quick. Hold on. Let me stop him right quick. Let's be fair. Once a team wins 73 or 70 games, they ain't gonna do it again.
And they didn't win a ring. Don't forget that.
Let's be honest, bro. Like we gotta let's just be fair to some folks, man. Like they was gonna have a drop off that next year. They were.
Also, KD got hurt and missed time when he injured his knee against the Wizards. He was out for a little bit when his run with the Warriors too.
But go ahead, Jay. I cut you off, bro. Go ahead, finish your juice, bro. Go ahead.
So I came in late on this conversation. So what was the discussion about? Was it KD, Steph? What was the discussion?
Nah, they were trying to say Jehovah was getting at Shaggy because Shaggy said that Kyrie Irving isn't a shooter, and he was breaking down what a shooter means.
Yeah. I think the words were missing because Kyrie is not a pure shooter. We're looking for people who have to me what classifies as a great shooter or someone who's I'll call a shooter is you have elite off ball movement. And you don't need the ball in your hands to primarily score. Like your second nature is to catch and shoot or get rid of the ball. Kyrie want to pound the rock, dribble, hit you with some moves, go to the hole or step back. If you told Kyrie for a whole series, you can't take more than 3 dribbles, he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. Sorry. He couldn't. What you mean?
I know damn well you ain't just say that.
Hold on, Jay. What you mean he can't take more than 3 dribbles?
You know Kyrie is a... Hold on. I think that's also disrespectful to even say. I think that's highly disrespectful.
I ain't gonna lie. That was disrespectful.
Somebody voice on their handles as much as Kyrie does. There are little basketball drills where you can only take 3 dribbles.
Standing in one spot, off the catch, Kyrie Irving can score off of 1 dribble, bro.
You're not hearing what I'm saying. You're not hearing.
No, I heard what you said.
No.
That was disrespectful to Kyrie.
No. I'm not trying to. Kyrie is an elite scorer. I'm talking about role and second nature, right? Just how you saw KD with the ball in his hands. How great of a facilitator was he? Every time I hear, KD is a great. When KD had the ball in his hands, he was bringing the ball up the court every time. It looked a little bit different then, and you know why? He didn't have an MVP point guard next to him.
No, give credit to Boston. Give credit to Boston because we see Kyrie show up in certain situations like that. So give credit to Boston. Don't say Kyrie can't do it.
No. I said no. Kyrie can bring the ball. I'm saying he can't be
2016 Finals.
He was playing with a point guard though. Kyrie wasn't the point guard. It don't matter.
He still did it.
Hey, bro,
he didn't do it because you have to give.
Hold on, T. Smith. Hold on. Hey, let me break this down, bro. Because you talking shit about Kyrie now. Kyrie played with a point guard, cool LeBron. They both dropped 40 points.
Yeah, but this is what. No, I said if he was forced to. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Kyrie can't be the second dude. I said if he was restricted, like how Clay, right? When Clay plays, he don't be pounding the rock like that.
That's because Clay
can't do that. He can't dribble the ball.
You said that if you told Kyrie you can only take 3 dribbles, he wouldn't be able to score.
Jehovah, the difference is Clay can't play like Kyrie can. Kyrie could play like Clay can.
No, he can't.
Yes, he could.
You think Kyrie can get 6?
All right, man. This is enough fucking Kyrie slander, B. Come on, man. Clay can't fucking dribble. You know what I'm saying? He dribbled like a fucking toddler with a full-size basketball. Come on, man. Kyrie don't have to fucking dribble to score. He just got handled. That's the difference, bro. You can't. I listened to that shit for as long as I could before I said something, bro. But like, come on, man, stop that shit. Don't disrespect Kyrie like that, bro.
So here's the thing. I think Jay got to realize when he said that Kyrie couldn't score off 3 dribbles. They actually got games they play which you got to take 3 dribbles or less, and he be killing folks.
Exactly.
But I get what he was trying to say, but people gonna be literal, and they jumped him, man. They jumped him.
He should have said Draymond Green or something, man.
Y'all jumped my dog, man. He was
bullshit.
just trying to come in and make a point, and they jumped him.
Yeah, he came in the wrong room at that point, bro.
Hey, man, you got the mic back when we unmute, man, because they jumped you. I want y'all to mute up and let Jay finish his point, because y'all jumped him, man. That's messed up. Go ahead, Jay.
Thank you. No, what you don't understand, I'm not trying to. It's not a hate on Kyrie. It's a game play and how you naturally play the game type of thing. I love Kyrie, one of the best offensive players in the league. 50, 40, 90 at 6'1", dynamite, crazy handles. What I'm saying to you is roles and how you play, second nature, how you play. I'll give you another example. Kyrie, if I asked him to do a certain role, Rip Hamilton, right? Rip Hamilton never took more than 2 or 3 dribbles. I'm talking about consistently. That was his bag. I personally don't think. Same thing with LeBron. LeBron couldn't for a whole series be just catch and shoot. You know why? He's more effective with the ball in hand. Same with Luka.
He can't fucking shoot.
Hold on, T. Let him finish.
Wait. Did you just say LeBron can't shoot?
LeBron James cannot shoot. Don't start this.
Hold on. Jay, here's just my response, my respectful response to that. Because I think. So I get what you're saying, right? Like Rip Hamilton coming off screens, Clay coming off screens, those guys. We can both see that you're playing to their strengths, correct?
Yeah.
So Kyrie's strength is rhythm dribbles, utilizing his handles, getting to certain spots. So
1-on-1, yeah.
So if we respect, so what we got to do is to be fair. All right, Kyrie, you got to play like Clay. All right, Clay and Rip, you got to play like Kyrie used to. Who you think was fair? And I'm just asking. I'm not coming at you with no ill will. I'm just saying, who you think would fare better if they had to reverse?
No. The thing is, what Clay and
answer the
and
question.
Rip can I answer the question, please?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
This is regardless of what I'm just saying. It's hard. My whole point is it's hard for someone to play in a different style who's so used to playing one way his whole career. That's all I'm saying.
You said Kyrie was a 50-40-90 guy. What 50-40-90 guy isn't a shooter?
What are you talking about?
Go down and listen to all the guys who was a 50-40-90 guy first season and they weren't labeled a shooter. Larry Bird, Steve, come on now.
Even on top of that, hold on. He averaged 50-40-90. Who was the point guard that he was playing with? He was playing with James Harden. So James Harden was dominating the ball a lot more, and he was feeding that next team.
True.
And he went 50-40-90.
They were both.
What happened?
The reason they didn't win is because they were both going 1-on-1.
Hey, respectfully though, when James was running the point, Kyrie was moving off that thing, coming off, catching and letting it spray.
And we seen Kyrie when he get hot shooting the ball. That's not like this guy's not.
He wasn't. Did we not feature like the shooters? But it was a lot more catching.
I'll put it this way: if we're doing
if you only show Kyrie just to shoot like how Clay is doing, you don't think Kyrie gonna benefit a hell of a lot more than telling Clay?
No, he will benefit. He would be benefit, but he wouldn't be as good as Clay as catch and shoot.
Yes, he would, because you only tell him to do one thing. You're telling an already great shooter to
just do one thing. If you seen Kyrie shoot the 3 this year,
you're telling a great
Kyrie
shooter
shot the hell out the 3 this year,
bro. You acting like I'm not hating on. This could be X player who was. It used to be Chris Paul. You cannot beat. No.
Kyrie's knees. He's a good shooter.
You just went too far.
No. You're not listening.
Let me talk to Jay right quick, respectfully. I just respectfully muted because I like this. This is like a good discussion right here because we try to foresee how somebody can play because this is something that he'll probably have to face as he gets older. And I'm not saying they the same type players, but it's just like when somebody who's young that saw Ray Allen in Boston and you tell them, oh, Ray used to cross dudes and dunk on dudes. They're like, nah, he always been a shooter. But when you look at the young Ray was a guy that just killed you. He just got buckets. And then he understood how to conform to the times of, all right, this is what's needed out of me now. So I get where Jay is coming from because it's hard for him to see Kyrie playing a different system. It's up to the athlete whether it's Kyrie, KD. Just like when Harden was coming to Brooklyn, nobody thought that Harden could just be a facilitator. And I fought tooth and nail. I said, yo, James could actually facilitate. He's not a ball hog like y'all say he is. Dan Antonio.
He led the league in assists before.
You know what I'm saying? Like Dan Antonio encouraged that. That's why I always bring up Steve Young, and Jehovah's a Steve Young fan. Steve Nash. Steve Nash dominated basketball as well, but his usage wasn't as high because he had the Joe Johnson and he was playing the pick and roll with Amari. And we know James is going to look to score more anyway. But when James got to Brooklyn, I was surprised that he was doing what he was doing with KD and Kyrie and taking a back step, because he's always demonstrated he could do that when he was a young KD in OKC. But I'm going to let Jay go ahead, finish this point, and I don't want y'all hyenas killing him because he brought up a good little discussion right there.
No, he didn't. Honestly, I'm not trying to kill Kyrie, and that's a great point you brought about Ray Allen, because a lot of people think Ray Allen used to be just like a run-in shooter. That dude had an all-around game. He was driving to the whole game layups. So I get that. I'm not saying Kyrie in the future can get there, but there hasn't been much evidence in the past to suggest that he would be as elite. I'm not saying he couldn't do it. Of course he can. He's an elite player. But I don't think he can be as elite as someone in Clay who specializes in that. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he won't be as good as Clay.
They're different.
Yeah,
he can do it.
Point shooter. That's all he needs to be labeled as a shooter. And he already has the resume.
No, there's no
question: is he a shooter?
All right, so I want to be respectful. I don't know who had their hand up between Jacob and Carlos.
Ahmad, can I ask you a question real quick? Can you bring Josh up here for his funeral? It's coming soon.
He's right beside you. Josh. No,
he's not up here. You need to come in here for his funeral.
Oh, yeah. Jocelyn changed and switched to the hold on. Josh want to bet with you though, right?
Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do this.
My bad. You right, Steens. My fault. I messed it up. My bad, bro.
I took owner of the ship of the bet. It's
you
there.
Did. That's a good
Friday.
Abby too, bro.
Everybody can see it. I know, but it's his funeral, not mine, all right?
All right, brother. But he up here. But go ahead, Jacob or Carlos, whichever one of y'all was first, bro. My bad.
Carlos, you were first.
All right, yeah, I'll just say this. I already said the point about what Kyrie did with, when James Harden was running the show, and, while James was on the court, his role was a little bit diminished and not as much going ISO, whatever. But you've seen players over their careers that you've seen that they've adjusted to their roles and then be able to excel in that. Listen, people might hear this and go crazy. Like Kevin Love in Minnesota. He dominated, in his role, getting the ball down low, like occasionally shooting threes, whatever. But when he got to Cleveland and they said, yo, we sticking you in the corner, and that was his primary focus on offense, and then crash boards for awesome. You saw how his shooting numbers went way up from three. Chris Bosh, even to an extent. Chris Bosh used to go and people forget how nasty he was in Toronto when he was running the show by himself. And then he came and took a specialized role. And you guys already mentioned Ray Allen. So what I'm saying is you got to understand, these dudes are professionals.
Vince Carter, too. Vince Carter. Jason Kidd.
Yep.
Jason Kidd, they said he couldn't shoot. And then he got there, and then he was just lighting up threes. So we got to understand that, we can't determine a player by what they have to do for their team from what they actually could do.
Great point, bro.
I got you.
Even guys who can already shoot. Look,
that's why I like
Kobe.
this conversation.
When Kobe got older, he had to polish his jump shot. He even changed his form.
Yeah. No, I agree. I didn't want to pigeonhole Kyrie. That was my bad. I think he could do it, but there's guys who like Kyle Cook. Some of the guys you're mentioning are those are special. You could do, but those guys are specialists. You feel me? That's the only reason I was Kyrie could do it. I just don't know if he'll get to. You know what I'm saying?
I understand where you was coming from, bro. That's why I said it's more about is more not pointing out their strength, right? Those guys specialize in that, and Kyrie specializes in this.
I agree with you on that, but sometimes people are specialists because of what their ability is. You know what I'm saying? So Clay is a specialist at that because he can't put the ball on the floor like that.
Absolutely. But I never claimed that Clay cannot do it. Don't get this twisted. I don't think Clay and them other shooters can do what Kyrie can.
I get you. What I'm saying is that because Kyrie has more to his game, he doesn't have to be that special. But if he did, he could be. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You're right. I agree with that. I wasn't trying to rub, you know what I'm saying, anyone's wrong. Kyrie is skilled enough to do anything offensively. I just think he's going to take the right system, coach, you know what I'm saying, to really
get them to buy into that shit for them to excel.
Hey, Jay, this your first time in here, bro. I appreciate you being the speaker, but know this because I hope you can come back every afternoon from 3 to 5:30. They do this, so you'll get used to it. They're gonna jump on you. You could be innocent, and they're gonna jump you, dog. That's
trust me.
I'm the host.
I think it's not his fault. It was Shaggy's fault. Shaggy let you take the blame for it because he the one who mentioned was Kyrie. He said Kyrie not a shooter, and he let you take the heat.
Kyrie Irving is not a shooter.
No.
You let him take the heat for it, Shaggy.
I said Kyrie is not a shooter. He said Kyrie can't play like Clay. It's the difference.
Bro, Shaggy, we literally broke it down 2 times what Shaggy was saying, and y'all still ain't getting it.
No, don't y'all.
No. It's one guy.
When Shaggy broke it down, it was just a Jehovah thing. It wasn't a y'all thing.
I'm gonna be real. I'm even mad I had to break that down. Y'all should know he is not a shooter, bro.
The fact that you had to break that down.
Shooter. He's just not a sniper.
Fact.
He's a shooter.
Like you never think. You knew what we were talking about. Like you knew the type of dude.
That's what I'm saying. And they're jumping, dog. That's why
you knew the archetype I was talking about. Like Kyrie's a baller. He'll score on you. He's a scorer. He'll get you 30 any way you want it. Kyle Korver and them other dudes in Ray at the end of his career, catch and shoot,
snipers.
Moving.
Those are snipers.
Those are more snipers.
There's a lot of shooters in the NBA. There's a lot of snipers.
It's not a sniper.
He's definitely a shooter. KD is definitely a shooter.
Jehovah, you just provided context on what a shooter is to you.
And I agree with Jehovah.
A sniper is what he calls a shooter.
Man, Joel Embiid a shooter than him then.
Because there is a lot of everybody in the league shoots. You got to specify.
Everyone shoots. Yeah, you're not a sniper though. Yeah, Clay, Ray Allen, Peja. What's dude?
Don't forget Shane Battier. Come on now.
Shane Battier.
Shane Battier is not no sniper.
He thought he was slick. His ass thought he was slick. I ought to. You know what? Hold on. T. I ought to Timberland boot him for that shit. Not only is he pissing on a Duke, goddamn whatever that's called. I ain't even gonna go into detail because I'm mad. He really tried to sneak some damn Shane Battiers in this discussion like he was slick because he had to go against the grain. You know what? You ain't even say pineapple, so you was dead ass serious too.
Yep, he was serious.
Steve, you lucky I love you, dog. You lucky because I could Timberland. I could treat you like Czar right now if I wanted to, but I ain't gonna do it because I like you. You provide a lot to the show. But you thought you was slick.
Can I address this point? Can we just have a discussion? Because this is another discussion kind of, because I love this discussion about scores and scoring. Where do y'all put LeBron in all-time scorers?
The greatest.
He up there.
I'm sorry, second greatest. Second greatest. Kevin Durant is the greatest.
That's crazy.
No.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Jordan's the greatest.
Jordan. I'm taking Jordan.
It's Jordan, then Bron.
Kevin Durant is the greatest scorer of all
time. And Melo is better than everybody y'all just named.
Wait, you got to have Kobe up there too.
Yeah, okay. Here's how I have it. And I personally think KD, as great of a scorer he is, I think he's a bit overrated as a scorer because what people don't realize is as great as he's a jump shooter, does KD really have a bag at the basket? At the rim?
Who said that?
Does he? At the rim.
Do you hate the Brooklyn Nets? Do you hate the Brooklyn Nets?
This man said Kevin Durant ain't got a bag.
I'm at the basket.
This is the devil's work.
What bag KD got?
Thank you. Double crossover. That's
what bag you got? Little weak ass size up crossover.
Thank you.
I'll answer that question.
Can I ask
I'll answer that question.
I'm gonna be real with y'all, bro.
His bag is he's 7 feet tall and can dribble. That's his bag.
Devin Booker can do every move Kevin Durant can do.
Easy.
Not Devin Durant don't have no bag.
Understand this question.
Devin Booker got every move KD got.
Hold on. Are we, when we're asking this question about who's a better scorer, are we looking at
everything?
I'm looking at all levels.
So over the course of their career, at their peak, all that.
Every level of career, every level of efficiency. How much? Okay, here's how I look at scoring in the playoffs. Can I game plan and stop? How hard is it to stop you from doing what you want to do when you're the focal point?
And you got to have a plan B if they want to stop you from shooting.
Listen, man, this how I look. Listen,
that's why I'm
around a couple months ago, right? I met this guy named Jay. Hear me out, Jehovah. I met this guy named Jay, and he provided some good points to me with the best context I ever heard in my life. He told me it was 5 levels of scoring, and I did not fucking believe him. I thought it was 3 until he broke this shit down to me. If you think it's 3 levels of scoring, you crazy out your fucking mind. Because that boy, that nigga Curry invented a whole nother level. Nother level.
Thank you.
So he gotta be in this company. He gotta be in this topic right now. He gotta be in there.
I'll put it this way.
What did he invent?
No, I know. He didn't. This is what he invented. He basically invented a man advantage without having to actually do a play make. Just because he's on the court, he creates a 5-on-4. You gotta double him from half court. You like this is why I keep saying when people said KD was the best player. What you mean?
There's just no way we sat here and listened to you disrespect Kyrie for 30 minutes, and then you said you got to double Steph at half court. No, you don't.
Yes, you do.
No,
what
you just
mean?
have to guard him in half court. You do not have to double him. You just have to guard him.
Yo, Steam. I seen Curry get double full court before even touching the ball. What are you talking about?
You don't have to do that.
But they do it. They do it, though. They do it.
You're crazy.
KD got double like that.
It's only in certain instances in the game. It's not
does.
consistent. You don't. It's
there. I would double KD before I double Steph.
Double one guy.
I agree.
You're crazy. Wait. You
double KD before you double Steph?
Yes.
So
absolutely.
But yo. I'm a Harden fan, bro. I watched the Nets all playoff. Kevin Durant didn't even get double last playoffs.
Hey,
why did you watch the Nets all playoffs? Harden wasn't there.
Bro, what are y'all talking about?
Well, here's why I asked about the clarification stuff. Because you had Harden, who led the league in scoring over 30, like 4 times. And a lot of his game was predicated on
stopping him
to the free throw line, but he's also a volume shooter. So he shot a lot to score a lot. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I'm asking.
He was efficient as well.
Are we taking into consideration like efficiency for how long you did it? Like, there's a lot of things you got to clarify. If you ask, like, who's the best?
Consider everything.
I wanted to hear y'all topic, but this shit real best scorer is clearly Harden, bro. It's not even close.
No, my whole thing about
it ain't even close. Kevin Durant not even in this shit.
This is why to me KD from the jump is overrated. He don't got that many skill moves, and he gets away with it because he's 7 feet tall. This nigga, I can tell you the 3 moves that KD does: crossover, double crossover, or hezzy pull. That's it. You tell me, Paul. Okay, I got you a question: is Paul George or KD got a bigger bag?
Can your favorite player stop him? I don't think so.
Man, if we being real, Michael Jordan got 3 moves too. But y'all don't want to admit it.
Stop it. Jordan had a bag at every level.
Michael Jordan got 3 moves, man.
Stop. He could beat you from the post.
Point blank, the word overrated and Kevin Durant shouldn't be in the same conversation.
Why not?
Ever.
Why not?
Everybody just
because
it's
a dumb conversation.
Went to the Warriors. Scores is different.
If anything, he's properly rated.
Kobe, KD not up there.
KD he don't score better than Melo. Stop saying his name.
Yep. Listen. Melo.
I think Melo's more skilled than KD.
Y'all take what happened in this one series against Boston.
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Take the whole OKC.
I think KD can do it. I think KD scored the post. I seen KD score that one-legged pull-up consistently. He just don't do it enough.
Here's why I asked,
James Harden ain't consistent.
Hey, hold on.
James Harden,
exactly.
He's not asked about career stuff because honestly,
he's not consistent.
You could bring in somebody.
Hold on, break it down to me and tell me how he's not.
Hold on. What about somebody like Tracy McGrady?
He's not.
Where get back to prove it at?
Tracy McGrady just got just as bigger bag, if not a bigger bag than KD. Bro. Tracy McGrady.
This is disgusting.
Hold on, Jay. I got a question. How big of a bag does he? Like, does he really need that big of a bag when you're 7 feet tall and can dribble like that? He doesn't need that big of a bag.
Okay, fine.
He doesn't need to do what Kyrie does because he just strictly does not have to.
James,
you're right.
It's that easy.
Jimmy Butler got the biggest bag in the NBA. That's what y'all.
Okay.
And with that segue, we should talk to Josh about how his team choked.
Let me talk about that point. We talk about since he's 7 feet tall, he shouldn't have to have a bigger bag, right? Cool. So now that you've acknowledged you don't have to have a bigger bag, quit calling him the most skilled scorer ever when he only has 3 moves. That'd be like calling Shaq the best scorer for those 3 years when all he did was dunk on niggas, but he averaged 30 on 60.
So you have to have a big bag to be the best scorer.
No.
Kyrie is the best scorer of all time.
Then call Kyrie the best scorer of all time.
No. Hey,
you can't call him. No, you can't. He don't got the numbers. He don't got nothing to prove about the best ever. Kyrie has nothing to prove that he's the best ever.
Hey. Here's what he was saying. There are a lot of people who say that KD is the most skilled scorer when he's not. He's skilled for his size. He's skilled for his build. Like, he's more skilled than any other, 7-footer who had to handle the ball.
But that's a very broad term.
I'm going to respectfully disagree.
So, hold on. Steam.
What 7-footer was more skilled than KD?
Let him finish, because he's going to my point. He's skilled. He has bag for a 7-footer. But you people call him the most skilled over Chris Paul's got way more moves because he's 6 feet and he can.
Oh my gosh! Why does Kevin Durant need to do all these?
Why does Kevin Durant?
It's not necessary.
Why is Kevin Durant and Chris Paul in the same place?
Hey, hold on. Y'all are arguing 2 different things. And so here's the thing. Jay is talking about just skill level overall for just, you know what I'm saying?
He's talking about a bag, Carlos.
Jake, hold on, Jacob. Jacob, what you're saying is that he doesn't have to have the greatest handles all the time because he's so efficient and skilled at what he does that he can be effective. All Jay is saying is that he's not the greatest skilled player ever.
He's a good scorer, though. He's a great scorer.
He's the greatest scorer. Came up in here to say
he's not the greatest.
Dwight, break it down, man.
Hey, Jay.
I'll break it down.
Hold on.
Let me break it down for you.
No, Jay, hold on. Before you do that, explain your definition of a bag, because everybody should be different. So I want to know what so they can...
When it comes to scoring, my bag is how many ways, if different options are coming, how many ways can you score? Like what tools are in your arsenal? Just like in a fighting game, how many moves is on your skill list? That's your bag, right? How many moves can you consistently do to score your points? To me, that's a bag.
Like you're making a 2K player.
This is disgusting.
No. I'm not making it 2K. What I'm saying is, every time I hear the reason I want this discussion is every time I hear a discussion about greatest scorer ever, right? I always hear Katie's name. You know who I don't hear? You know what name I know. There's a reason because he's 7 feet tall and he can shoot, right? And people say, oh, he's the most skilled. I heard that phrase, most skilled, whatever, which is not true. He's just 7 feet tall and he can shoot like that and has a bag. You know whose name I don't hear, despite him having, I don't know, every fucking scoring record? Say it. Someone say it.
Kareem?
LeBron literally got every record.
Hey.
Never hear that shit.
As the biggest LeBron James fan in here, I guarantee it. Kevin Durant is a better scorer than LeBron.
Hey, you're crazy.
Hey,
I'm the biggest LeBron fan.
You're crazy.
Wait, Jay, you kind of look. I try to defend you a little bit, but you kind of contradicted yourself because you were talking about bag.
LeBron's bag. LeBron's bag is out muscling people and looking at the ball and pulling up, bro.
And it's unstoppable.
Hey, let Carlos finish.
Y'all literally are confusing scoring with skill of how you scoring. You can still score, but he can have more skill. That don't mean he scored better than you because he got more skill. That don't mean he does it better. It don't mean that at all. He just more skilled than you.
Wait, but Shaq, I don't know. I thought that was the argument, though.
Hold on. Because when you said what your bag was, you said how many ways can you score the ball? Yeah. Right?
Yes.
What moves you got? Okay.
Yes.
This is why a lot of people say that KD is talented. So KD can do the pull up off the dribble. He can pull up. He can post up. He can do the one leg turnaround fadeaway. He can get to his spots. He's got even a floater. So he's got a lot of moves. His handles might not be the best, but you look like he knows how to score depending upon who's guarding him.
And Jay, and Jay, you saying so can LeBron, but KD is doing it more efficiently.
That's not true.
Yes, he is.
This
Yes,
is
it is.
disgusting, man. If you actually take the time to look at the numbers, you'll know that.
Hold on. Hold up, Jay. This is why I don't like this KD efficiency shit. That nigga literally plays just to be efficient. I seen this nigga with 50 plus points in a game and let Kyrie Irving take 5 more shots than him. I don't care about his efficiency, bro. That nigga is
more
scared.
talented than
He
the
doesn't
other
want to.
way.
He wants to be efficient. He don't want to shoot that bitch and win games. The nigga had 50 and lost multiple times because he don't want to
he's
keep
more
shooting the ball.
talented to get 50 on less shots than getting 50 off of like 40 shots. That's such a dumb point.
LeBron get 50 and win.
That's a
Can he
dumb
get that shit and lose?
That's
No. Shaggy. Let me. So all the games that KD gets praised for, right? KD got a lot of praise for that 40-point game. Remember against the Bucks, right? We had in that game 7, right? How many shots did he take? How many shots did he take?
Praise for him?
I don't think anybody has that memorized.
Yeah. He took them.
You must have it pulled up.
He must play. He played 54 minutes. Steve Nash played in every game, every second of the game.
I actually don't have it pulled up. He took 38 shots.
It don't matter. He played the entire game. That was a desperation spot.
Bro, my whole thing about KD is, right, I don't know how you can say Bron is a worse scorer because Bron's literally the youngest point total ever.
No one said that, though.
Okay, fine.
Hey, Jay.
Hey, Jay, let me ask you this.
Hold on, Steve. Hey, Jay, do you include free throw shooting in?
Do I include free throw shooting? Yeah, it's part of it.
You got
but
LeBron sucks at that.
If we're talking about great scorers of all time,
he's a sucker at it.
Hold on.
How do you suck at it?
Hold on. You also mentioned like LeBron and his scoring records. A part of that has to do with how long his career's been.
No, he's been in there for a daggone.
Hold on. Not only how long he's done it, but also he's been healthy. Like KD has missed a lot of time due to injuries, right? So
it's just a part of the discussion, Jay. That's
so what
saying.
I'm saying is like a lot of yes, LeBron is able to dominate and score. I'm not saying all that, but I'm saying like if you just go by scoring records, when a lot of it has to do by yes, he's played more games. You know what I'm saying? So it's like yes, if you play more games, and you've had a longer career, then your numbers will be better.
You know they average the same amount of points and about 50% from the field. LeBron has every youngest record in the book. Has every thousand point mark. LeBron's the first person to get there.
Let me ask you this.
What are you talking about?
Straight out of high school.
Los, I got a question for him. So just because he's scoring more points makes him a better I don't
Steam, but he
hold on.
He kills himself.
He talk shit about LeBron. I'm getting mad.
But he kills himself.
LeBron been doing it.
Hey, look.
If you can do all that consistently, how is it a problem?
I want to know if he got
hold on. Look. Hey, yo, he killing himself because, LeBron has all the youngest. He came out of high school.
That's exactly what I said.
It's different. So you got to add it up. So he wouldn't have the youngest.
LeBron also is a more efficient scorer than KD, period. You know that, right?
No, he's not. Oh, my gosh.
When?
How's he not?
He's not.
When?
Oh, this is
look
disgusting.
at the numbers.
This is a disgusting narrative.
Jay, just go on NBA.com and look at the numbers.
Yeah, it's that easy. Just look it up. It's
how's he not?
Google is free. The numbers don't lie. That's why the numbers do not lie.
Are you an eye guy? You just an eye guy.
No, I'm not just an eye guy. I'm a numbers and eye guy.
Well, clearly not, because you ain't looked them up.
Go on NBA.com and look up KD's just the field goal percentage compared to LeBron.
I'm just trying to figure out how he said.
I don't know what you're talking about, man.
I got it.
LeBron shoots 50% from the field for his fucking career, bro. Stop saying KD more efficient, bro.
He said LeBron James has a better dribble pull-up than KD. KD literally does that shit like it's his fucking
All right, hold on. LeBron is 50% field goal percentage. He's a 34%, almost 35%.
LeBron takes harder shots. LeBron takes easier shots, though, Los.
I know. I'm trying to get to that. What I'm saying, okay? But you look at his free throw. LeBron is a career 73% free throw. So you know how many points he's leaving at the line? So that means he's making less than 3 out of 4.
I got some bad news for you. Look at the playoff splits. Come back. Look at the playoff splits.
Jay, you do realize LeBron is taking way easier shots than Kevin Durant does?
How so?
Hey,
LeBron is taking shots at the rim.
Since you don't
LeBron's
look up
going
numbers,
to the rim.
Since you don't look up numbers, I did for you.
in their career, LeBron does shoot 50%. Guess how much KD shoots? 55. That's a whole 5%.
That's not true.
No.
Bro,
That's
he
not
just
true.
looked it up.
That's not true.
How are you arguing the
49.
numbers?
He shoots
That's not true.
49, 49-6. Hold on.
That's not true.
Hold on.
I've never
KD
seen someone
shoots,
argue numbers.
Hold on. KD shoots 49-6.
Thank you.
But he shoots 4% higher from 3 while taking more threes. And
Look at
then
the playoffs.
20% better from the
hold
free
on.
throw.
And
Look
free
at the
throw.
playoffs.
And free throw, KD is an 88%. He's 15 points higher from the free
Why is
throw
he
line.
saying look at the playoffs?
Because that's
So the
what matters.
playoffs are the only numbers that matter?
Yes! They matter more than the regular season.
Can we please mute this guy, T. Smith?
So you're not going to look at the playoff numbers because they're not in your favor, I bet.
Hold on.
That doesn't make it. Why are we only looking at playoff numbers because they favor you? Like, that's ridiculous.
Hold on. I'll look up playoffs.
I like the argument because this is the same argument Jehovah had earlier about regular season awards.
Okay. So in the playoffs,
I like it.
KD is
yours was a lot more sensible, Jehovah.
KD is 4.76 field goal percentage. His 3-point is 35. His free throw is still 86 in the playoffs. All right. So let me go to LeBron. Hold on.
Why are we doing this research for him?
I got
playmaking.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, listen, man. Playmaking is a part of scoring, man. LeBron better.
Hey,
He wants to look at the numbers, but he doesn't even know the
Playmaking is a part of
numbers.
scoring, bro.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
LeBron. I'm letting you talk about it.
LeBron is 495 from the field. So he's not that much higher. He's 33% from 3, so he's less there. And his playoffs, he's 74% from the line.
Ass.
Playmaking is a part of scoring.
No, it's not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
I disagree, Shaggy.
We're talking about individuals.
If you score but can't pass,
Playmaking has nothing
what's the
to do with
point?
Hold on. Hey, let me get JB in here, man, because I know he got some insight.
But what does playmaking have to do with LeBron individually scoring?
Because you know why? Because you can't double LeBron because he's an elite passer. That's why them niggas were
You're the one who brought up the numbers.
Well, that's a whole other discussion. You're just bringing up a whole other.
He finally said something that was right about LeBron being an elite passer. Everything else he said has been bullshit.
Playmaking is irrelevant. We're talking about great scores of all time.
Who has the most 30-point games in the playoffs?
Hey, JB,
Say
go
that
ahead,
again.
man.
In and out. What was the question?
Who has the most 30-point games in the playoffs? You want to get to numbers?
All right, man. We got a hand up, bro. We gonna come back to this, Jay. But let JB get his bars off right quick, because I'm sure it's about this topic.
Yeah, it's not. I just came in here to drop the bomb. I just came in here to drop the bomb that the only championship that LeBron has won in the last 3 years, he had to beat Jimmy Butler to do it. And while we're on that topic, the only championship that Giannis has won, he had to beat Jimmy Butler to do it. And while we're on that topic, the only championship that Kawhi Leonard won in the last 3 years, he had to beat Jimmy Butler to do it. And right now, Steph Curry didn't beat Jimmy Butler. Jason Tatum did. So,
hey, hold on. My only beef with that is he beat Jimmy Butler in the first round.
Yeah,
you're talking like they met in the Eastern Conference Finals.
My only beef with that is LeBron can't pick who he fucking plays.
I like what JB did there, man. I like that. That was.
And you want to know the conclusion? All of this, Jimmy Butler still has 0 fucking rings.
NBA now, 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Eastern every morning, Monday through Friday.
I see what he's doing. He's trying to stir this shit up.
He's trying to promote his stuff, but I
see what he's doing. It might get me in there if I'm up at 8 a.m.
That was a good one right there. He plugged himself. That's how you supposed to do it. Hey, Jay, hey, back.
Y'all gotta understand our listener preference, man.
Hey, we got 5-minute warning. 5-minute warning.
Hey, and that's the biggest thing. That's the biggest truth that Shaggy ever said. We're arguing subjective stuff and trying to think that we could objectively prove. But the thing is, it all is subjective. It all is about preference.
True.
This is true.
Sometimes people get
subjective. I can tell you right now that LeBron.
You literally can't prove who the best.
NBA now,
people get so passionate.
This shit is like arguing who makes the best music. You can't prove who makes the best music. It's all about
it's a preference.
That's not the same thing.
It's exactly the same thing. You can't tell me somebody make music better than this person. You can't.
You
can't do that.
James Harden is ass.
Finals, like
Blueface is the best rapper ever.
I subjectively think James Harden is ass.
And I objectively...
He's not.
I objectively agree.
Butler just lost in the Eastern Conference.
And I know for a fact the Cavaliers is a shitty-ass organization.
And I know
how many rings you got? How many rings you got in the last 10 years? How many rings James Harden got? And how many will he get? None.
Did he? Well, he didn't join a 73-9 team, so of course he didn't get no rings.
Why are we
running
here?
He ain't ring chase at 26 like LeBron James did either.
We're not doing this one again, Shaggy.
Kevin Durant didn't beat Jimmy Butler. And
LeBron James ring chased at 26 and he's still ring chasing at 37. This shit is crazy.
Ring chasing at 26 is crazy though.
Jehovah. That's why Steve Nash is ass.
LeBron was ring chasing? That's crazy.
No pineapple. I'm saying is Melo ain't ring chase at 26 like LeBron did, man. Melo went to New York.
I'm dead.
Steve Nash deserved 3 MVPs.
Hey, I got a question about that. So is ring chasing really that bad?
No.
Man, that shit horrible.
If you're
the only person who's ring chased and we gave him blame to was Kevin Durant, and the reason we gave him shit for it was because he went to the team that beat him.
How did LeBron not ring chase?
That's the thing right there. Y'all want to keep saying Kevin Durant ring chase? Nigga, so did Stephen Curry. Just because he didn't go to KD, that mean he ain't ring chase. KD came to him, but Curry still ring chase, nigga.
But they
still ring chase. He just didn't go to KD.
Them niggas formed like
Draymond already had rings. He had rings before.
No, they all went to the Hamptons. They were
all them niggas ring chased.
You know what they did? They went to Hampton like, damn.
You know who tried to ring chase? You know who tried to ring chase and it didn't work? James Harden tried that shit.
Literally said this shit
James
himself.
Harden tried that shit.
On the 2015
work, Shaggy.
Bro, you a cameraman. Why the fuck are you talking to me, bro?
Hey.
Like, what the like, bro? Your favorite player, LeBron, bro?
I will say this: one of what people don't point out about what LeBron did with not only did he like build a super team, but he also weakened his confidence.
It wasn't a super team.
Hold on. He weakened.
It wasn't.
That was a team.
He weakened the Eastern Conference. He took the best shooting guard out of the East. And he took the best power forward out of the East, and he put them all in the best smart. All three were on the same team. So
Chris Bosh wasn't making the playoffs.
That's why he went to the finals how many times in a row?
Hey, Carlos, I'm not gonna lie. That sounds smart as shit.
Yes, LeBron is great, but he's not going to that many finals in a row if he's not with LeBron and Bosh.
I'm just saying that shit sounds smart to me.
It is.
It's smart, but
that shit sounds smart because your favorite player. That shit weak.
I'm asking.
That nigga will never be the GOAT. He the only nigga I know who makes super teams and lost 6 finals. He'll never be the GOAT.
Hey,
it's better than a dude who makes super teams and can't even fucking get out the second round.
No ring. That makes super teams and lose 6 times in the finals.
So Shaggy, let me ask you this. Shaggy, let me ask you this.
No rings.
Let me ask you this. James Harden made all these fucking super teams and couldn't even get to the finals, man.
What super team? Yo, what super teams
James
he made?
Harden's ass.
What super teams he made?
The Rockets, the Nets.
Hold on. The Rockets was a super team. Which one?
He had a dynamic duo. Him and Chris Paul, they had it.
Dynamic duo.
You know what's crazy? Something niggas don't never know. Yo, I swear on my life, go look this up. Chris Paul never made an All-Star while playing with the Rockets. How the fuck was that a super team? He wasn't even an All-Star them years. Go look it up and tell me if I'm lying.
Hey, Shaggy, you was in the other space bitching and moaning about being muted when you were trying to argue.
Yo, this is crazy about Harden in Houston. His only All-Star was the White Howard. It was only the White Howard. Through them 9 years, it was the White Howard,
That shit was a super team if we're doing super teams. They got guys together.
That team was not no damn
Westbrook. He tried to bring up Westbrook in. Failed. He tried to go to Brooklyn. Failed.
Here's my other thing about
the guy's a loser, Shaggy.
Chris Paul was the All-Star.
Your favorite player is a loser, Shaggy.
Again until OKC.
Shaggy, your favorite loser.
Chris Paul to the finals.
It was a bad fit. It was a bad fit. The Chris Paul and Harden was a bad fit. Here's my thing.
No, it was not a bad fit, nigga. Chris Paul got hurt.
Hey, hold on.
You're right.
Hey, let me say something real quick. First off, a dynamic duo is not a super team. So squash that for a second. And secondly,
so the Cavs wasn't a super team then, Carlos?
Hell no.
Everybody was calling them a super team.
They tried to get Yes, the Cavs tried to be a super team. They got Derrick Rose, Dwayne Wade, Derrick Isaiah. They tried to get all those guys.
What the fuck is you talking about? Ain't nobody talking about that
I'm
bum
just
ass
asking.
team.
Everybody called the Cavs a super team. And they
You talking about the Kyrie team, nigga?
They tried to make a super team
Let me
again.
finish.
LeBron had a super
Hold on.
team in
Let me finish
Miami.
real quick. All right.
He tried to make one in Cleveland.
Because here's the thing. You could say Chris Paul, James Harden might have not worked the second season, but their first year, they were a hamstring. They were 27 minutes.
Yeah.
They lost to the team that won it all, that had 4 All-Stars.
That game was crazy, by the way.
Them too. Okay? So you can't just
Carlos,
say...
Carlos,
say what?
I'm sorry, but that point doesn't matter because when I said Steve Nash lost to the team that won, y'all told me it didn't matter. So I'm sorry, Carlos, but it don't matter.
No, this is what I said. Yo, hold on.
Said.
People said it didn't work. What I said was they were right there. You can't say
you're right.
Whoever said it didn't work, don't watch basketball.
Got to get it done.
Whoever said it didn't work, don't watch basketball.
We're all
Gotta get it
arguing
done.
here, and we're saving Josh from his funeral, yo. We cannot save this man. We cannot save him. We are saving him from his funeral.
Yeah, we got we got 2 minutes left, man. 2 minutes left.
Josh, unmute your mic for your funeral, dog.
Forward.
I'm here.
Hey Josh, why you in it? What? I want to know why you in the
Shit, we all just saying this season, LeBron James and Russell Westbrook ain't work. That shit ain't work, nigga.
Yeah, that's
No.
All right,
That was the worst duo I ever seen.
Hold on, respectfully, we're gonna get these last 2 minutes to Josh. Since themes really want to go at Josh, got 2 minutes left. We're gonna end this at 6:30. Go ahead, gentlemen.
Come on, Josh, why you in the casket?
Oh, I'm in the casket with Miami. We all in this type shit. Me, Bam, Jimmy, we all got the same casket.
Hey, weren't you supposed to change your profile picture to like Boston or some shit?
Nah, he won that bet.
No, that wasn't the bet with me. The bet with me was he had to change it to a picture with Jimmy that said, I am not a superstar above his head. But Bam decided he wanted to have a career fucking night. Disgusting. And still lose.
Nah, Jimmy a superstar. We're not doing that.
Appreciate that.
Fucking superstar.
Hey, he might be just because
this guy's got the worst fucking basketball takes on the planet.
Hey, yo,
no. We have regular season superstars. We have people who are superstars in both, and then we have playoff superstars.
Here's this playoff superstar shit.
So let me say this. And I did this on Facebook. I ain't shared this on Twitter. Jimmy Butler is Eli Manning. That's what he is.
He just ain't met a Tom Brady yet.
Yeah. I mean, respectfully, disrespectfully, I don't care how y'all look at it, but that's who he reminds me of. Eli Manning. What y'all think? And then I'm going to close it up.
Charles Barkley.
Don't ever.
Eli Manning was actually bad. Eli Manning was actually bad.
Jimmy Butler is Trent Dilfer.
Eli Manning won.
In the playoffs, Eli won bad, bro.
Well, the thing is, Eli don't got to play defense.
Since we got 1 minute left, I'm gonna use this 1 minute to talk about my Patriots. Mac Jones.
Eli Manning better than Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, see, Jehovah thought he was slick, bro. You ain't slick, Jehovah. I heard you try to sneak that Patriots love, and nope. After all that Steve Nash stuff you was talking, nope. Everybody muted for the rest of the show. We're gonna close it up. We got 3 hours of pure comedy and insight, man. Thank you guys as always. If you haven't already, follow myself and the co-hosts and all the speakers, man. Like real talk. As much as we back and forth and go at each other, it's all love and respect. We enjoy each other's company on the spaces, man. And I don't know about y'all, but I definitely look forward to it. I appreciate you guys always tapping in because there's so many various spaces that go on during the day. So whether it's 3 people, 30 people, 300 people, man, you just never know, man. It's tough out here. So the fact that y'all come in my space says a lot. So I appreciate y'all. Definitely follow, man. And I upload these as podcast episodes too. So just follow the Ball Hawk Show podcast on Apple, iTunes, Spotify, Anchor, Podbean, iHeartRadio, all the major ones, man. And you can hear yourself. And you can hear if you sounded stupid or not. Or you can say, yeah, I was letting them dudes have it. So yeah. I'm going to unmute, man, let y'all say peace or whatever, and then we're going to end it. Oh, shoot, and I ain't even shout out Chris, man. Make sure y'all go check out the Chris B. Captain space if he got one today.
Mac Jones, baby.
Hey, Ahmad, I appreciate how you dropped that bomb and then they let us respond to it, but it's all good.
What bomb? What bomb?
Good one. I'm talking about, I kind of agree with you about players rising their game. Jimmy Butler, like a playoff superstar
Oh yeah,
kind
we're
of
gonna do
dude.
that tomorrow, Carlos. That's a
Yeah,
cliffhanger. We're gonna do that
there it
tomorrow,
is.
bro. That's gonna be the discussion tomorrow. Players.
LeBron James' record in the finals is 4-6. That's the whole
And
NFL
James
defensive
Harden's
package.
record is 0
That's
and
the NFL
0.
defensive package, bro.
Patriots
And
winning the
actually,
James
James
Harden's
AFC.
Harden
record is 0 and 0.
Hey,
He
on
got a
that note,
Win it
$46
man,
now.
go
defensive package
Hawks,
for his
man.
finals
Appreciate
record.
Hop
y'all.
on the Patriots
Talk
bandwagon while you
tomorrow,
can now.
3:30. We'll be back.
Harden